dummy.
Averaged on pick 'em up and bust them. I probably averaged 7 times down and back.
7
Without
times
getting
down
tackled?
the back.
Yeah, nigga.
Without getting tackled.
Yes.
All
In a row.
All right, Paul Bunyan.
He was playing in Wisconsin though. They was slow.
No, nigga. I started playing. No.
Oh, okay.
I started playing pick 'em up and bust them in the best city of football, nigga. Mobile, Alabama is the best city for football.
I can argue that.
Shit, bitch.
No, you can't.
Not if you went. Not
No.
if you average 7 times front down and back.
Can't get right. I was good.
I was good.
You should have said like I have a history of proof to show I was good.
That's where I got my good feet from.
Think
I was
about
amazing
it.
in this.
I'm not trying to be funny, but
I
think
was
about
throw
it.
up and
If-
throw up tackle, throw back tackle.
If they say only so many people make it to the Division I level, and you're probably playing throw up tackle with the neighborhood kid that ain't finna goddamn go nowhere, it's not that hard to go back 7 times. I was the truth. I
I mean,
slang
it was a
them
lot
niggas.
of people playing that.
I was playing with
Man,
dogs.
you know in Mobile, nigga, it's gonna be about 12 niggas out there, bitch.
Gotta be
so
at least
12
12.
niggas couldn't get you down.
I used to mush them niggas.
Sometimes.
Matter of fact, it
Sometimes
used
for
to
me.
get to the point where I just had to just throw the bitch up because them niggas couldn't stop me.
I don't believe that. I don't think stock was that good. That's just my opinion. But I was the man in that shit. That's all
Tell
I'm
that nigga, man, in the spring used to run that thing.
Man, them
nonstop.
niggas-
Seven
Y'all better-
times not crazy, like he explained it.
Y'all
If you
better-
playing with you with the Division I level and they did and they bums. I get that, but I was playing with dogs. You know what I'm saying? And I still did it.
Like literally?
Yeah, probably.
You never know.
Sometimes
You never know with who the store is.
I play with the other Division I dogs, nigga. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean,
the
y'all,
dogs.
man,
And I'm going 7 times. Can't get right, bro.
I don't like the matter
I
of
have to.
disrespect on this table, man.
Well, niggas ain't respecting
no.
your football. Great.
You gotta get where it comes from.
You know, I got legend stories, man.
Like
But also, you playing with other future D1 players at the time.
What you mean?
The kids you was playing with.
there was a word.
They weren't at the time.
No,
He's
the,
eight.
actually,
to
the
be-
odds of
to-
probably
to-
playing with them was slim to none.
You know what I'm saying? Some of those kids you playing with probably played D1 too.
Not
Some of mine.
Not in the neighborhood. Now, yeah, it was some.
Some
There's
of
some
mine.
nigga,
That's what
I was good. The fuck wrong with you? Nigga, fuck. I was NFL material. Nigga, fuck is wrong with you?
I think the more likely that there are more of those kids, that makes you better if you still doing it.
Oh, yeah, if it's a lot of kids, that makes for a good picking up busting game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, man.
Great game.
I love that one.
And also, probably some of them kids couldn't read, so that's why they didn't go D1.
Nigga, we used to use juice tops as mouthpieces. We ain't had no mouthpiece.
All I
We put
know
juice- I don't know how to
is
protect the
I
nothing.
got legendary stories at the high school
I ain't
level.
gonna lie, seven times in a row without
That's a
getting
lot.
tired. That's a lot.
That's only for people who ain't did it.
I played picking up
See what I'm
busting in
saying?
my day too, but
No, you
Maybe
know you
three.
got bust. Goddamn. Soon to we know. Hey, y'all know the nigga you throw that bitch to so you can hear her. Throw that bitch. Down.
His shit just busted. That nigga ain't even got the ball.
Mush that nigga shit all in the grass. Goddamn.
That wasn't gonna happen.
Just busted
Damn,
get here for
bro.
no reason. You ain't got the ball, get him.
Hey, I was a
nigga move, wait till you touch
That's the
that
nigga got hit in the bushes and shit. Remember that time you got knocked under the bushes?
How you go over the gate?
Hell, Joe.
Hey, I can't get right to defend your honor.
I knew it was gonna turn on me some type of way. Yeah,
Because you need to start believing the legends.
Nah, I don't believe that shit.
You should.
All right, man. Cool. You did all that 7 times.
Sometimes.
Yeah. 7.
I could collaborate my stories, but it's cool.
Even though,
No, you
even though-
can't. It's just you.
No. I tell you, man, I got legendary stories, man. I ain't gonna keep telling y'all that, man. I made people have heart attacks on the football field.
Heart
and stuff,
attacks,
man.
huh?
Nigga, chill.
You know, I went to high school when you was playing in high school, right?
Like a real heart attack?
Yeah.
Nigga play against Uncle Rufus and
I don't
shit.
feel. Nah, I don't. Like, to be honest, I don't feel good about that.
Oh,
You know, I hurt somebody's career, man. I don't feel good about it, man. That wasn't a good thing, man. The man couldn't play football no more. But you know, it happened. You know, that's the game is the game.
the game is the game.
It just happened.
Yeah.
It just-
Heart attack, nigga. Call that nigga heart attack stop. From
Hey, he also was on a team full of cheaters, so. I
So
don't
he was cheating too?
Hey, they whole season got wiped out. They was the bad news bears.
We was, you know, again, nobody wanted to see my team prevail, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we was always against the odds, man. We had to climb our holes. We didn't have the referees in our pocket like Murphy.
What was that when Ole Miss had that amazing year in recruiting class? They're like, they gotta be cheating.
Hey.
That's what happened with LaFleur. They was like 5-0,
Hooter.
6-0.
Hooter.
They were like, these niggas got to be cheating.
Hooter.
And you know what they was doing? Cheating.
Hooter. you know when you go play those certain kind of schools, I ain't gonna even say it. And the coach tell you and be like, man, they gonna wet the field. Like you go there, it ain't rained in weeks. The grass just magically be wet like a motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they know they slow.
Gotta slow him down.
Yeah, you gotta slow them down.
That Michigan
Y'all had
style
all
of
kind of
football.
tricks now. I could.
Hey, he's saying that, but the team that snitched on him is 100% black.
Oh yeah, I ain't talking about that. That is a fact. That is a fact. Yes, nigga.
So we didn't do it.
That's the truest shit you ever said on here. Here we go. You're tuning in to the Dummies podcast. I'm Stock.
I'm Joe.
I'm tall.
I'm Hootie, nigga.
And we back like we never left, cause like we say every week, we never leave. It's episode 134. Yes, 134 episodes, man. Feeling good, feeling great, man. It's Sunday. What's the date? The 30th. May 30th. God damn, May went by. We about to get on to June, man. The summer on and popping. As you can see, I said it. We see all the playoff games, man, going on. Good games, by the way, and I'm sure we'll get down in that in the sports section. But I like, if people are doing it safe, I do like the idea of seeing fans back in the game. But some fans are losing their mind and need their ass whooped. We'll get to that too. But shouts out to the people on the front lines, man. It's still their glory, man. They've been fighting, trying to get people healthy, get people safe, so we can get back to these things, man. For the people who going to get their vaccinations, thank you. We appreciate it. As we trying to get the doors back open, man. So outside, I mean, well, shit, it is pumping and jumping, but you know, where you can do it safely, man. I also want to say, man, the thoughts and prayers to the people in the San Jose mass shooting, man. It was another horrific mass shooting, man, where a man went in and shot a lot of his coworkers, man. So our thoughts and prayers go out to the people who were affected by that.
Be nice to your coworkers, man.
And the crazy thing about that, you know, he was making like over 100 something K.
Don't mean nothing. He could have.
Bro,
been.
you can't be that mad.
What was that reason? What did they do him supposedly?
But it was something
because
like he was targeting people. He wasn't just let me spray everybody. He was looking for John.
And that's why I said be nice to your coworkers, man. Like
and when niggas be weird like that, I go out my way to be like, hey, I ain't saying shit to you. Or I'm be like, hey, how you doing?
I just speak to everybody, people like that.
Yeah, everybody the respect they deserve.
Only be
man.
mean to your friends because you know what they gonna do or not. For real.
I'm gonna slap shit out you. You keep talking to me.
I just know when it's gonna come, which is never. So it's okay. That's how it goes.
Where we at with it, Hoop?
Good week, man. Like you said, man. Prayers to those people in the San Jose massacre. Shots out to the frontline workers. Y'all got us to this point, and I really appreciate y'all because y'all even helped me in a time of panic when there should have been no panic. You know what I'm saying? Nigga done went to urgent care. I got COVID. You ain't got COVID. You got a cold. You okay?
Man, that nigga rules change. I'm so glad that we getting a little bit more facts and shit on. Cause who the rules change daily? Who they'll be like, man, hey, we gonna run outside. Run outside, man. Fuck that. I ain't never running outside.
Because I read
shit
something
in the air.
And that shit was all in my throat. That
That's what nigga said. Hey man, it's in my throat.
I was scratching and shit. Nigga was just panicking.
No, nigga, that just smog. That nigga, it's in my throat.
I ain't used to that shit.
I think I got COVID.
I ain't using mask no more.
Right. They say it's on the outside of the
you
mask.
still going to no.
But Huda was so strict the first little.
I was like the first 3 months. Yeah. But then I learned a lot of that shit really was anxiety though. It's the end of mental health month, so I can admit that it really was. Nigga was.
They had you, but you're right. They did change the rules and shit. They were showing that little.
You know what to believe.
They'll show that little cartoon thing where that shit be floating in the air. You be like, hold up, wait.
It's up there.
I remember I went and ran one time. It was somebody like, man, they were way up there, probably half a mile. I'm way on the other side of the street trying to get as far as I can.
Goddamn.
Hold my breath
from a block away. Don't go close to people. Right. We thinking close is like what's on in the same block. Like,
shit, I stay downtown. I'm running by the hospital. I'm like, they said it might be airborne.
Is it leaking in the hospital? It's leaking out the hospital.
Then you think about, the thing about the movers where the shit be in the air when the wind blowing shit. Like, hey, I got to think about that silly stuff.
A lot of shit.
But nobody was worse than you.
I don't care. And I'm okay with that.
I'm finna cut my air conditioner off.
It's coming through the house. It's cool outside anyway.
I think I'm about to cut his AC off.
It was cool outside.
Hey, most people ain't gonna understand. Most people gonna think these jokes, but this is fact.
Y'all niggas follow up. Y'all follow up with I read that. I'm gonna do mine too.
Hey, the hell no. Look now. One thing I ain't finna do is be high. Goddamn. Then what you lie? Who like, man, fuck that. We gonna take the AC out.
It was March, nigga. It was March.
I just bought some better filters. I ain't turned that damn air out.
That crazy, bro.
It was March, man. But the week been good, man. Week been good. Week been productive. Week been helpful to me and other people. Cool week. I love these types of weeks. I just hope they keep increasing. How was your week, Todd?
Pretty standard week, man. I'm back at the house, man. Come Tuesday, baby. So I ain't got to leave my shit no more to go to work.
Okay. How long you was in training?
A whole month, and that's a month of going in the building.
Okay.
That shit was the
worst. You gonna get home and be fucking up now?
No.
Fucking up breakfast.
No. No. That's some shit I know how to do, man. I know how to cook, man. But yeah,
Remember that
yesterday
time?
was cool.
Remember that nigga pandemic breakfast that time?
Oh yeah,
I nigga had that play school bacon.
because you don't eat turkey bacon.
Nigga had clay bacon.
Turkey bacon. Man. Who don't eat turkey bacon?
Nah, them eggs was a little rubber looking too.
I ain't never seen this man cook.
He had 2 little orange slices.
Fluffy than them all.
No, the only thing look good was the oranges.
Get them niggas off you, Todd.
Dummy.
I'm gonna let them hate, man. They can hate all they want to, bro.
You breakfast king, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm the breakfast king.
Okay.
King of the breakfast meal, man, for real. But no, for real. Yesterday was dope, man. We got a chance to kick back, you know what I'm saying, eat a couple of crawfish, and my dog got on the grill. That was dope. Yeah, that was a pretty highlight to the week. You know what I'm saying? What about you, Joe?
Boy, you made that seem real fun. Like, goddamn. But
Don't get mad because you won now, man. You know what I'm saying?
nah, that seemed cool.
Yeah, you won now, y'all.
I had a cool week. It started off with a
Nigga want to hang out with us.
You want to hang out with
Nigga
us.
want to come hang out with us.
hey man, peace of mind. What's this month? Mental health. Mm-hmm. Peace.
I feel you. Okay.
Peace, my brother.
Say we don't give you no peace, huh?
Hell nah, y'all niggas aggravating.
Okay.
But I started the week off with the loss in the family. Monday I got up and tried to turn my Mac on, and it didn't come on. This one come on.
Hurtful. Very hurtful.
But it came back like Lazarus, you know what I'm saying? Came back Thursday. So, you know.
CPR?
Yeah, you know, we're back in the game. Apple Care.
Okay, same thing.
Apple
Apple PR?
Little Apple Care. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, it was just a week. What about you, Stock?
My God. Talking about my week. Jesus.
Hey, man, but look, like real talk, I didn't know it would affect me as much as it did, though. Oh, all right, fuck that. I got my phone, you know what I'm saying? Nah.
Use your MacBook that much like that?
I do. I use it every day. And I notice now that I really use it every day.
That's crazy. The only time I really
I put
pull
it
my shit out
here.
is for here.
Me too.
Now.
Or transfer some files.
I know what you doing on your Mac, dude.
No, I don't watch.
X.
That's just for the phone.
Slutty demons.
The demons, though?
Slutty demons.
No, you better not click on that one guy. You better go speed past that bitch.
Dummy.
That's what was wrong with your
Speed
shit.
past that shit.
You had that little virus.
Sick of that shit.
Yeah, she had
That porn virus.
Damn.
My boy had
But
that
nah,
porn virus.
it was a cool week, man. Coming off my long week, I couldn't make it to work Monday, man. I just wasn't feeling myself.
Sick.
You know, when you be going somewhere, you be needing rest, goddamn, that next day. So I had a little rest, mental health day. You know what I'm saying? Took it.
Gotta have it.
So then it made the rest of the week kind of go by fast. Sister got in yesterday. We, sat down, chopped up. We did cook. I did grill. First time grilling for everybody. You know, I let y'all boys be grill masters all the time. I'm no grill master, but I know how to do a little something.
We
that
know
was
you're
cool.
not a master, cuz.
Well, we know, and we know you're not a shoe guru, cause hey, look, hey, we was chilling at my house. Who'd go say, "Damn, man, this grass done messed up my shoes." I was like, "Shit, them bitches was messed up on the assembly line, guy."
Dummy.
How they gonna say his shoe, man? Them bitches had been messed up.
My shit was fresh. I had mud on it.
No.
My little Adidas boots. My Adidas boots fresh, man.
No.
Don't try to say that.
No.
We done
Why
had
did
this
you
guy.
walk in the grass and it had stormed the day before?
Well, I had to clean shit out. Like I had to clean the cool out. Somebody had to do the hard work, So even in my good shoes, I'm gonna go.
But you already
Listen,
knew you
man.
had to do those things,
Right,
so you
because
don't put
you're
on
the
good
cook.
shoes.
Thank you. And I'm so glad you
I'm
peeked
a
through
real
that
nigga.
bullshit.
I'm a real nigga. And I don't care. So I'm still gonna go even.
Well, don't whine about it later, then.
Thank you.
Ain't nobody was whining.
Get that nigga Kanga, right?
I wasn't there.
Yeah, so you let the stock get
Okay.
like you always do.
Let's
Yeah.
get ready.
I
No.
had to take that back.
Like you always do.
No.
Don't let them get you. I cared nothing about those shoes for real.
I take that back. Yeah, you're right.
But they were cool.
No. Wait. You care nothing about those shoes?
No, that's why.
True or false? Who did say
You
that?
said that who?
Saying that doesn't mean I care. That's why I still did it in the shoes. I didn't give a fuck about the shoes.
So why you told us that you messed them up?
Cause I did, motherfucker.
So you care about the
I mean, I care.
No,
goddamn.
they was already messed up.
If I would have cared, I'd have did what Todd did.
What,
He took his
that nigga
goddamn
took his
shoes
shit
off.
off.
That nigga took his shoes off.
To pour the crawfish in the cooler.
Right, that nigga took his shit off and put him in the corner over there. Let me
Was
put
not fucking up the car mines for the goddamn crawfish juice.
Now that's the definition of caring about your shoes.
Hey, you know how you ask a nigga
One
to
gonna
help
do it.
you know how you ask a nigga to help you,
Yeah.
and like you thinking that it's gonna help you, but it actually end up being more harm. So you just be like, man, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I got it.
Who'da did that nigga like that with the crawfish pot? He was like, grab that side. Todd's side was all low and shit, and Hooter was like, "Don't worry about it, I got it. Just put it right there."
Defend your honor, Todd. I'm staring.
My bad, Hood. I should have been there.
Yeah.
I didn't know because me and Hootie make a great pair, so I didn't know.
Now I did tell him. I told him yesterday. I said, "Oh yeah, I see you can't do this shit when I can't get right. Let me get him over here."
Me and my boy tag team me though.
Real tag.
And I could tell without him, you was a little lost.
No, I was good. I was good. We just filled that
Defend
bitch to
your
the
honor,
rim.
can't
We
get
did-
right.
We filled that bitch to the rim, but
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It's hard to do that shit by yourself.
you need help.
It's hard as
You
fuck.
need help or somebody who know what they do. Well, you don't need it, but it's
I mean,
good
I
to have
pulled
it.
them bitches in the water.
What water?
Yeah, bitch, man, I had to
Oh, yeah.
take it to the other side.
That
Nigga, fuck wrong
nigga,
with-
made me cut myself.
This nigga got
This nigga made me cut myself. See, that's that help. That's that help where you be like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
This
Yeah,
nigga
you don't
got
worry about
clawed.
his area.
I ain't never seen nobody. This nigga get clawed and he was bleeding, and then nigga shit turned blue. I said, boy, that boy about to die from a crawfish. I said, boy, if you die, I'ma jank your ass at your funeral if you die by a
Your finger
crawfish.
turn blue.
Well, I learned it was from the napkin because I had the blue All American nigga had some All American napkins
Oh.
over that bitch. So I wiped it and the blue came off on my fingers. So
Oh,
I don't know what.
You believe that?
That nigga ain't blue now, goddamn. So yeah.
Yeah, nigga, that was 24 hours ago.
Nigga, that shit just don't get blue and go back to regular.
You had a poisonous crawfish.
Exactly. My shit be done fell off by the morning.
That nigga after to die from a crawfish. What happened to Hooter, man? Crawfish got that nigga.
But that shit was
Killed
fun.
by a
All in all,
crawfish.
man, that shit was fun, man. We need to do it again. It's just we
I'm
ain't get
down.
to
It's
do it for a
summertime,
long
man.
time. We need to do it in like soon. Like I don't give a fuck if it's next weekend. Just let's do some shit.
soon, yeah.
We was talking last week about the girl in Ohio who I mean not the girl in Ohio, but how Ohio was doing the COVID lottery.
Yeah.
I saw a young girl did win. She won $1 million.
Hey, big head.
Right. Hello. Come on in. But I saw two now. California jumped in the mix, but this time they introduced a $116 million COVID lottery.
Shit. Alabama getting the game, even though you always last with lottery.
Yeah.
And I want to say
Hang that up.
California, if you already vaccinated, you
That's
get
what
in too.
That's what I'm about to say. Make it retroactive.
And I felt like the girl said that because she was on CNN and she was saying, I think, don't quote me on this
Quote
because
this nigga.
we've been getting in trouble a lot lately.
Quote this
I
nigga.
forgot about that. We me and Todd had the wrong Shaquille O'Neal
Oh
son.
man.
Yeah, I don't remember. It was about 2 weeks ago. But no, they was she was saying that she was like, I was already vaccinated. So I don't know if she got to go back in and toss her name. Cheeto, man, what you doing, bro? Go get your name up in that
Go
shit.
throw it in
Tell
there.
you.
Go put the dummies in there with it.
Right.
Right. We'll help
we
you.
support
Right.
that, bro. We support that. That's dope, though. That's
Yeah.
super dope.
And then United Airlines. You know, I know.
How do you
Free
get that?
airline.
So how do you go about getting that? What do you got to do?
Now that shit like a lottery too. Like you, like at first it read like it was for everybody, but you gotta like sign up
You
for
gotta
the shit
enter
and
that
get picked. But if you get picked, you get free flights for a year for being vaccinated.
So that's like signing up for that shit when you're doing the goddamn March Madness bracket.
But,
Please sign
yeah.
up for this. You'll win $500 million. But somebody does get
But
it.
shit,
So
flying on United is kind of punishment.
what you never did to you? I don't know. I'm
I
asking.
flew on it.
Okay.
That's what they did. They fucked me up when I got on it.
Do y'all have to have certain type of
Dummy.
flights? Like your airline got to be a certain type of way?
Well, in Birmingham, we're limited to the good ones. Pretty much, United is trash. I'm sorry. I had one bad experience, but we don't have Spirit and all those other ones. So I don't know. I've only heard like horror stories about those.
Yeah. It's,
I think it was here before when it was
Spirit
actually
was
going
here
to
at
New
one
Orleans.
point, wasn't it?
I got
Oh
on
yeah,
it.
but they had like 3 flights a week.
I got on that bitch to New Orleans, so I just wanted to
No, that was Frontier. I thought was here.
It was Spirit.
Oh, okay.
Now Frontier was here just recently.
Yeah, but they ain't last.
That was the one.
Shit,
That
Spirit
was the
was
one
it.
driving the Mobile. Them niggas last about a week. Yeah, they were
Spirit
like, man,
was-
fuck it. You gonna have to just drive.
College was Spirit. Spirit
For real.
and Southwest. Who was in college?
Speaking of, I meant that like last week when I was in Mobile, you know, we was at Lad for the graduation, and I didn't realize. I know Brooklyn Field is now becoming more of a major airport, but I didn't realize all the flights that were coming because Delta and I think United was flying into it.
Yeah.
Big ass Delta planes too.
They want to move. I mean, they were trying to move the airport down there,
They still
They
have
should.
plans to do it.
They really should.
Dope.
and then they said it'll be cheaper because they can bring more people in and more people flying.
Yeah,
down.
it'll cut out them people.
All
going to
y'all need to
Pensacola,
do
New
all
Orleans.
of these air flights, movie theaters, everybody, because of course with these type of things and people getting more vaccinated, they're more than likely to come to your establishment. But at this point, it probably don't matter. People just
Fire-stick
go.
and
People
move,
going no
fuck.
matter what. At this point, you know,
Yeah.
people just want to get out, and I get it.
Y'all seen that little anti-vaccinator lady who got mad in Tennessee and drove her car through the vaccination site?
No.
She almost killed by 7 people. She sped through the motherfucker. The authorities.
I thought.
Yeah, they went and caught her ass, and she on that bitch on her mugshot crying like, how you just drive through some shit and then start crying?
The audacity.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I don't get
What's
it.
the crazy ass
36-year-old woman,
What's the crazy ass senator, Majority, whatever her crazy ass
Marjorie
name is?
Greene.
Yeah, she said like wearing a mask was like the Holocaust.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, why we can't just fire her? Like, it need to be some stuff. Like, if you like mentally crazy,
This ain't her first offense. or
no, it
second
ain't.
either.
Like, she's a habitual fucker up.
Yeah, that was
Fucker up.
yeah, habitual fucker upper.
Yeah.
I don't know how we gonna spell it, but we might need to figure that one out.
That nigga put a W in that bitch. Falco. Whoa.
Habitual fucker upper.
There's a figure it out.
My boy got
Look at there you go
got
right there.
one.
But yeah, man, that was an awful comparison, and I mean, we don't even have to speak on that. But you know, that shit was just trash.
How do you hate that? I mean, what? I don't get it. Like
That's not harming. Like
all you have to do is just not take it, not believe in it, and just exist like that. Like who the fuck are you? I don't know. That shit's stupid.
People weird.
Yeah,
It's fuck.
People are weird, man.
we had talked about Paul Mooney last week on the city of Oakland gonna make May 19th Paul Mooney Day.
Great.
I thought that was kind of dope.
that's
to honor,
super
you know,
fun.
Comedy
honor.
everywhere.
Yeah,
That's super dope.
y'all saw what's my man from 85 South Show? What I was showing you yesterday.
Carlos Miller.
DC Young Fly.
Oh yeah, DC.
Knocked the nigga out and then went back and started doing his
the
comedy.
damn comedy, man.
You didn't see it?
Crazy.
no, like real talk.
Yeah, like
real
he
talk.
knocked the nigga out and then
Knocked
went
his
back.
ass out.
He was mad. You know, you could tell how a nigga was whooping. Like he was mad. And then he went back to goddamn doing his comedy, goddamn.
But he
Big
walked on
ass dude
stage.
too. It wasn't no little dude.
He walked
Yeah, it was
on
a big,
stage.
it was a big ass
dude.
nigga.
Knocked the
Man,
shit out of
like
him.
everything you saw was the aftermath. Like you never really
never really
see.
caught him, you
Like
know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
people that probably didn't have their phones ready. Not
Yeah.
thinking something like that was gonna happen. But there you go.
Because in comedy shows, they make you put your shit up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know.
But after that, they got
got
my
that,
man.
bro.
Look, he looked like he just
with it.
knocked the
Right.
nigga. Yeah.
Nigga, who else wants
But you
some?
could tell when the nigga, man, you
Who
ever
else
seen
wants some
two?
with
You ever
Debo?
seen two niggas fight and then you could tell who won or who lost?
Right.
From
Nigga
the
just got
end
a
of-
swagger about him.
That nigga got his head. He got his head down over there. Something wrong. Head
That nigga went right back to it, bro.
Even when they be talking about, man, I won. Nah, you don't even look
You
like
don't even look like
you
that.
won.
That nigga was holding me. Nah, he was beating your ass. That nigga was punching you.
Man, if I ain't slip, hold on, let me take my shoes off.
He was not holding
Nah, nigga,
you, bro.
we through with this part of the
The
fight.
ground was
Hey,
holding you, my
stop
G.
fucking with people.
Right.
Amazon trying to get, come up in the game and try to get up with the major streaming services. I don't know what this will do for us, but they purchased MGM to expand their video streaming service. I know y'all are super big on streaming. I'm still kind of behind on that shit, but it's the second largest acquisition at $8.4 billion.
I mean, MGM's a lot. That's the James Bond series. That's like,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying, so many movies and stuff like that. And it also comes with a couple of other channels and shit that MGM owns. So it's a big thing.
Is that
Yeah.
an actual studio as well?
MGM Studios?
Yeah. So they get the studio as well as the
I don't-
catalog?
Not
or-
that. I don't know how that work.
No,
that was one-
no, I don't think they own the studio. I think whatever MGM makes at the studio, they have the rights to it. You know what I'm saying? Or they get the first look. Kind of like that's how these new deals becoming. They get to say, "I want this on my platform."
Or you can put it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Which does
MGM, get at the dummies.
Right.
Amazon, let's talk. Let's come to the table and see what we can work out.
podcast.
While we on Amazon, man, I know y'all seen Jeff Bezos about to step down. Steps down officially in July.
July something, man.
Right.
When it?
July.
Yeah, he
5th.
had been grooming dude for a minute, right? The guy who's gonna take over for him. Yeah.
But
That's,
What the fuck you gonna do, Jeff? What you gonna do?
I
bro?
mean, shit.
Shit, be a single
I can think of
billionaire.
a whole bunch of things to
I
do.
swear.
you could do that without stepping down though.
But sometimes, like, man, you tired of working.
Right.
You ain't gotta work. Just still hire that nigga to do it.
Yeah, but as the CEO, you got
Yeah.
guest appearance. You got
you got
show up
shit,
to
right.
plays. You got to get on phone calls.
Because
You
really
got
seeing-
obligations.
You got to talk to shareholders who
Right.
pissed about shit.
Right.
He probably not getting that much for salary, and he still got his shares. So you know,
Yeah.
man, fuck that. I ain't got to be tied to nothing.
This is
I'm out
true.
here living. I ain't got to go.
Look at Huda still trying to think about it.
Because I'm trying to see, is it no longer his? It's no longer his idea. Like moving forward.
He's just not the
He's just
chief
not the
executive
chief-
officer.
Yeah, he don't make that.
He don't make the
day-to-day
final
stuff. Yeah.
decisions and calls no more.
That's tough giving up
Something
power.
you built.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's
get it.
tough.
You
man.
kind of dialed in your shit.
not die out, but he looks young.
But if you're that young and you got that much money and you can go and do something totally different.
Probably stressful, man. Like I built
Right,
it so
sure.
much. It's a lot of people build those companies no longer own them no more.
People like that go find more stressful shit to do though.
Probably.
And fool,
You seen that nigga yacht?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a worry in the world with that yacht.
Or maybe he feel like, maybe after his divorce and stuff, maybe he felt like maybe I need to do
Yeah,
more
this shit
family
changed,
stuff.
Right.
and Amazon ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, this is true.
It ain't.
It
This
ain't.
shit ain't
They
going
keep
not
finding
a
up
place.
more shit.
But
like what we just said.
But
Buying
he's
shit.
no longer in charge of how they grow. Like
That's fine.
That's fine. It's other
Whatever
people
they do,
under
I
you.
still get money.
maybe I don't agree with the way you're trying to do that.
And man, you know how that shit work. He probably not been doing that job for years.
This is true.
For real. So
The nigga he was grooming. That's what Huda just said.
and then fought against his own point. But
Not really.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know
Because
how.
my whole point was still keep the job and just let the nigga you grooming still do the shit.
they still gonna need you there to vote, to be there.
Yeah, you're the face of that
like
company.
Todd just I can do that for my yacht.
All right, who that shit?
I can
Todd,
vote for my yacht.
Huda was grooming somebody for your crawfish job.
Well, you see how that worked out.
He got good.
Told Todd to goddamn put that bitch down. Hey, don't worry about
Nah,
that.
he just didn't need me, man. It ain't what he said. He just didn't need my help.
They just told you, Todd, that it was a
He need
2-person job. And
The job
He
was-
like to make
the
it feel
job
cool
was-
like yourself.
The job was complete.
Right. He just wanted me to pull the goddamn thing I do.
You obviously didn't do good because you got
Can
dismissed.
you do that by
goddamn.
yourself?
Pull the
Crawfish, done
It
crawfish
was
out
big,
the fucking
it was
pot.
big boy.
No,
it was
that
big
bitch,
boy.
man, that bitch heavy.
It was
It's
big
heavy
boy
as fuck.
full
That's what you wanted me
kangaroo.
to
It was the little boy. It was
You
big
just
boy.
gotta
That's
get
it.
a towel and just.
And that's what we did.
I mean, but I can do that by myself.
No,
But
you
it's
can't.
good with help.
I don't believe you. Have to show me the film.
Oh, well,
I don't know
I'll film it next time.
who did feel that bitch a little higher
Yeah,
than
yeah,
normal.
It
real
was a
high.
big boy pot.
That bitch had because I went back home last night. Was like, let me go and do something with
No,
Oh,
couldn't do it.
no, fuck
Put
that.
down.
But you know who the theory, like, yeah, just throw out, just put it. I'm like, who? Maybe that's not. All right, we got another nigga. No, not Huda.
Now
That
he
ain't got
did do that.
But I did do that. But they ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about.
He did stuff that bitch to the top.
That bitch was stuff.
Yeah, so
That bitch was
All
pretty
we
stuff.
said is the bitch was full to the top and nigga need
them bitches were hopping out.
You get this. You
Your
let them
pot-
disrupt you,
Your
man.
pot too big for that. How many pounds
let-
you had? You had a full sack?
Yeah, I put the whole sack in that bitch too.
They should did half sack. Y'all had a bunch of them over
That's
there.
hell yeah. It's still plenty.
That's a waste of money.
I eat them.
When?
Oh, they got busy yesterday. Them niggas was eating.
Not business. It's a whole nother fucking boil over there. bitch.
Boy, 30 pounds is a lot of goddamn
Them niggas
crawfish.
got busy.
It don't matter. I don't care how busy you get.
I'm talking about they were eating the fuck out them hoes.
We coming back today.
Please. Please. I don't know how this work. Not really sure, but I know it's some good shit. But Netflix is about to try to get into the video game space to offer video game services right through the platform.
Okay.
Did you see that shit? Because you normally be knowing this kind of stuff.
I ain't see that, but I don't know how it's gonna work because
That's
like,
what I'm trying to figure
like Apple didn't even do it really good. But
Maybe
hey,
they feel like they done worked out the kinks.
I do remember back in the day when
Or
I
it
used to,
doesn't hurt to have a little something just to make money off of. You know?
Right.
Just to have something.
Or lose money.
Have the option.
Because that's what they finna do.
yeah, I think Netflix just grasping at straws now because they kind of falling behind. They was the leader. They was the only niggas on the block with the hard. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else got the hard for cheaper or better.
I found myself watching Amazon Prime more lately.
Amazon has some stuff on.
Watching Hand of God right now. Hand of God pretty good.
Okay.
Hand of God.
I mean,
if you watched what's the motorcycle gang?
That y'all liked a lot.
Yeah, Sons of Anarchy.
Dummy.
What was the
Nigga driving
what
on
was
the
the stepdaddy name?
Clay.
Clay in that bitch. Clay in that bitch.
okay.
And he going crazy in there too.
But thing about Amazon Prime, like you already got it, so it's like a bonus right now. But if they get bigger, I think they might try to separate it because that's just too much of a deal.
I promise. I ain't always had it. I got it recently.
Oh hell no, that 2-day shipping something amazing.
I used to.
that
I
Prime-
could wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Prime shit is
I had it, then I got rid of it, and then I went back and was like, why don't I have this shit?
I got it
It's
because I wanted to watch some
worth it.
shit. I got it for streaming purposes, really, because I ain't care about the.
You don't
Not
even use
too
it
bad.
for the Amazon.
I do,
the
but
shipping
I'm saying
part?
like before, I was okay with 4 days of shipping. You know,
yeah.
so
But, shit.
I was
But
cool
then
with that.
sometimes
Especially
you have to pay
now
for
too,
shipping.
with you ordering all your picture stuff, man.
And that's a plus to have it now. But I mainly got it to watch shit.
You push
but
the
I'm glad
button,
I
you be
got
like this.
it. At the
Amazon, damn this. I ain't even pushed enter yet. Goddamn.
Dummy.
Same day shit.
This is very true.
Post office was fucked up. Amazon was like, nah, you still getting your shit in 2 days.
2 days. Man,
They been trying to do some shit.
Remember
too.
ordering shit during the pandemic, like clothes and stuff?
Man,
Oh, that shit took
months.
Amazon stopped delivering to y'all houses? Because they still come to our shit every goddamn day.
No, hell no.
You get that shit under control.
When the girl get 5 packages a week, and that's at minimum.
Gotta get that shit under control.
Jeez. I agree.
Shit, Jordan jumped in the game this week. I was like, ding on that.
Hey,
Where
what
fuck
mine?
Jordan got a package from?
Packages ain't stopping.
They said her name
They
on it.
picking up.
Jordan Smith. God damn. Shit.
Dummy.
Let me find some shit. I can't find nothing to order. How y'all ordering all this stuff?
All kind of shit.
That's how it works. An Alabama man had to have his hand amputated because his handcuffs was too tight.
How much? Pay the man. That's his hands, both like plural.
He kept telling them.
That's
he
what I was
said-
gonna say.
He
You
said
have to.
He said he had his handcuffed for hours, and he kept telling them, "Man, please loosen them. They're too tight. They're hurting. They're hurting." Said they wouldn't listen to him. They ignored him. So as a result, now he's suing. 28-year-old man suing the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office and
He
a
deserves
whole bunch of
lot.
other people.
He's 28, man. He could. Who knows what he could have done? He still
That's
got a lot of
disability
life
for
ahead.
life. That's money. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Get their head, bro.
I was,
Did y'all see they want to get rid of the chief in
yeah,
Birmingham?
for crime and shit like that. I did see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
my thing about it is, I don't know what you want this man to do. Like, if I decide right now to leave here and go
somebody.
shoot up 3rd Avenue, it ain't nothing policing can do about that.
So do they just? That's not the point. Maybe they just want them to find you.
Well, see,
Find you then. You did that. Find you.
Oh, they finding who shooting them, but the crime has already happened.
but see, that's what they're saying. They just want more police visible. Like they don't.
I see
Maybe
them
the people don't feel like the police are visible to prevent this stuff from happening in the first place.
I
But
see
then,
them
but
niggas
then
like-
when you
But
say,
then when you
but then when you say they
over-police-
visible, then people mad about that too.
Yeah.
So it's just a tough situation.
and
You
I see
gonna
them
call it
niggas.
racism if it's just police on every block in a certain area.
But you ain't gonna never call it racism if a Birmingham police officer get behind you, because 10 times out of 10,
They really don't want to stop you.
No, if they put a police officer on every block in Ingersley or Bessemer, they gonna call that racism. And that's why all these killings happening.
Right, but I mean,
That's what I'm talking about. I ain't talking about getting traffic stop stuff like that, because Birmingham not gonna mess with you. I feel safe in Birmingham, as safe as a black man can feel in Birmingham.
That's
'Cause most of them black anyway.
That's what I was gonna say the other day. Yesterday when we were driving, I was like, man, Birmingham never. Nah, let me wait till we. I was about to say never pull me over, but them niggas were behind me. You know what I'm saying? And things wasn't all the way right, and so it was just like, let me not say nothing until we get to our destination. Goddamn.
I'd have been in college
but
and,
I
and
always
things
see
went
them.
right,
They
and they done pulled me over and said, "Can anybody else drive?"
Do you ever come over here and not see them? I see them every
I
time
see
I'm
them every
here.
time I'm over here. Yeah.
You see them, yeah.
So I'm saying, like, don't say they're not visible, sort of say, or make them more visible. I see them every goddamn time.
Yeah, I don't. I just think it's one of those political things that you gotta
somebody got
fire
to
somebody
yeah,
gotta be a
somebody gotta be
scapegoat.
the
That's
and I
how
get
it goes.
And I get it.
And
I
that's
do get it.
and he was the one. You know, you see that shit sometime in football. You know, they get rid of the coordinator or something just to
The offense wasn't performing. Hey man, they wasn't running my plays.
right.
And then plus it's an election year, so the mayor got to
Absolutely,
look
right.
good.
He got to do something because that's gonna be a big. You know, that's gonna be a big thing on the table about.
And it's
Right.
mayor is 4 years, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
and then he been putting out, taking these guns off the streets and stuff. I've been seeing it. You know what I'm saying? That's a good step in the right direction, I feel like. But
You think he gets reelected?
I don't see nobody that can beat him right now.
I think so.
Besides, ain't nobody gonna vote for real.
Well,
Did
now,
you see the last election for mayor?
We talked about
For
it a bunch
mayor?
of times.
Man, them boy, it may have been 66 votes in that bit. And
Now-
Birmingham, like one of the biggest cities in Alabama.
now
And
Wolfen can lose because Bell can split the vote. If
And
Bell
who-
don't stop,
And then who gonna win?
That's what I'm saying.
Chris Woods maybe.
They ain't finna put him in there.
Hey, if Bell split the vote,
It's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
interesting.
But Wolfen got a mixtape out. You checked it out?
No,
I think Woodford is the front runner in my opinion.
yeah, I do too.
Just
'Cause like
seeing
I said,
how
it's just versus
he's
it's the
incumbent.
candidates.
So
He's
of course he does.
and he's just the progressive version of life. I think a 40-year-old mayor, black mayor of a huge city, nice sized city.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean
I see him
I
getting
mean it's hard to beat incumbents, so it's hard to beat somebody that's already in that motherfucker.
Right.
But it's also easy to judge somebody that's in there. You know what I'm saying? You can always
See
just
everything.
pick at everything that they not doing.
Right.
He's wearing
Say
his,
you're gonna do this better
Jordan
and then
1.
try to do it. You know what I mean? But to that story, I was gonna ask y'all with the man being handcuffed. Do y'all think with police changes, is it maybe time to stop handcuffing people? Like, say, for instance, like a nonviolent offender or somebody you come get, you done patted them down.
Mm-hmm.
You can't open the doors from the inside. What they handcuff for?
Hands.
That's how they been
Some
doing
nigga
it.
got hands.
Yeah,
Or
some
why
niggas
so?
do.
Or why so tight?
Why so tight? I mean, you
Well,
could-
now I get it. Now-
I think you would put them in handcuffs, and them bitches have cushions on them, and they're still like for real.
You
they're
talking about
still
this
the truth.
bedroom shit?
And there's no, I'm being no. I'm being serious.
You
bro.
can't really
I'm
get
dead
out of
ass
them neither if you ain't got the keys. So.
That's my whole point. Like they don't have to be so tight to it.
Maybe
Squeeze you. Just make them
it's
comfortable,
2021.
bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know,
you
they
make
just
it
can't
more
escape.
comfortable. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
but
2021. They need to put
change
some
what
shit
you
that
doing,
make
but-
you.
Get that metal
Right.
shit away from my wrist, goddamn. Whatever. That shit is.
Or like you can't clamp it on. It's electronic and it senses your wrist and all right, this is tight enough.
Or you listen to the man saying, "Hey, these
Sometimes
fucking cuffs are too tight." Like,
to I don't want to do it, but sometimes niggas lie, and sometimes they escape because they lie. People lie, not just niggas. Sometimes people lie.
Man, these
They
bitches
just
tight. I ain't even put them on yet.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Niggas lie sometimes. So, you know. But you got to kind of know when they. I think you.
They
as a
know
cop,
when they too
you,
tight.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You've been a cop all these years. You
bro,
know when they too
if
tight.
if this man had them tight handcuffs on his hand for hours, obviously because his hand has to be amputated at this point,
It
you don't
probably
think
was.
he's been around another police that could potentially help him?
I want to know why he was handcuffed that long. Once you got to the jail, you
You
should
should
have
be
been
in jail and uncuffed.
uncuffed.
Hey, we saw what is it, Jefferson County?
Unless they
Sheriff
went to
Department?
Popeyes, because that's going to take a couple of hours.
I keep telling you niggas, y'all don't want to listen. I keep telling you, ain't got no workers in there.
I
man.
damn sure want some Popeyes too, though.
Yeah,
It's
it's
hard to
on
get.
Popeye.
Shit, you better
It's
get
hard
Grace
to
to
get.
make it.
Ooh, hey, look, who I got to study for you, bro.
Let's study. Let's study.
gotta study
I'm
for my
probably
nigga.
gonna have to, goddamn. What you got for me, Todd?
I got a study for you, man. Normally Stock had a study, but I got one for you.
You been studying?
Yeah, I have, man. And this one's for you, man. Studies show people working from home or having sex, dating, taking naps, and doing side hustles on company time.
I can believe that. I can really believe that.
I mean, you home.
Are you still getting your job done though? Is
Hey.
my question.
Hey, your 15-minute break is your 15-minute break.
That's homecoming the time, but it's your break.
And if y'all time it up just right, hey, that leaves 10 more
Yeah,
other minutes.
and I ain't got to walk
Shit.
15 minutes to the motherfucking cafeteria downstairs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is true. So out of all those things, you doing all of them?
I have. I ain't gonna say I'm consistently doing any of them, but I have done all of them at some point in time on my breaks in my time.
I
Yes.
got you. My nigga.
How about
My
you?
nigga.
How about you, motherfucker? You know,
Oh, to set this nigga up.
Crickets. That nigga sound like he broke his leg.
studied that bitch for a reason, goddamn. You
Nah,
focused
man.
on that study. Come on, now. What you got?
Nah, I do my work when I'm at work, man.
Okay.
I ain't got time for nothing else.
Oh, okay.
So you wasn't even in the study, huh?
No, I ain't even study no.
You just at home working on break, on break it all.
Y'all just talked about my breakfast. That's
Before
when I
you even
cook on my
clock in.
break. That's it. I do company stuff on my company time.
It's secure. You secure? Yes. That nigga the most secure motherfucker on him. That nigga not gonna let shit out on this podcast. I tell you now.
But he gonna ask it.
Yeah, he gonna ask it and then get.
Nigga not being very self-aware right now.
Right.
You ever did anything illegal?
Shit.
Tell you.
How about you can't get right? You've done any of those things while working from home?
Taking naps, doing side hustles. Not on company time. I would never say that.
What the fuck are you doing? What you got mad at me for?
My break is my break.
It's your time.
My lunch is my lunch.
You doing the same shit I do.
No.
No, because I can't really do these things if I was in the building.
Right.
I can't go take a
Now, if
nap.
I'm having sex in my 15-minute break
At work?
first of all, I have a problem.
Right.
Dummy.
Damn, you can't wait till you get home. Okay. But I'm home, so hey.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's the beauty of working from home.
Stop. What about you?
It makes me work better too. I come back refreshed to work. Goddamn.
Stress free.
This how
Start
you should
acting
work.
like Tug around there. I ain't gonna say shit.
Ask
Nigga, nah.
questions and not answer nothing.
Yeah, I ain't answering none of you niggas.
You know, answer me, man.
Cause you don't answer yourself,
Right.
nigga.
Hey, man.
And not just this
Safe
topic.
ass answer.
Mr. Turner, man. Mr. Turner.
Who the hell is that?
I
You know that
refuse,
drunk
man.
ass man.
Oh, they incriminate me. I ain't going. Don't
Fuck the dumb shit.
Dummy.
Y'all seen a Georgia man was arrested in Oklahoma after 6 years of faking his death to avoid a murder charge.
It's a long ass fake death.
How you do that shit for 6 years?
And how didn't you get? How you got caught then? Like what you did? Damn, fuck it. I need a credit card. What happened? Like what was the determining factor for you to get caught?
Cold case, man. Them niggas found some shit, man. They had to. He probably got arrested up there or something. Something
Do
happened.
they say stop? They say how he got caught or what was the reasoning behind?
Well, you know,
Some forensic shit happened.
But that's a long time to avoid death sentence. That's a good vacation. 6 years, shit.
6
that's
years.
cool. Yeah, it's time. Okay, go ahead.
But you gotta think 6 years you ain't doing shit, bro. To stand in the house.
You never know. That nigga might have been
Sure,
walking on
true.
beaches in Mexico.
Yeah, what you say?
You
don't
ain't gotta
know.
go to the airport.
he was from Georgia, but they found him in
You don't have
Oklahoma. Said they used the criminal intelligence analysis.
What that mean? Like Siri?
Forensic.
No shit. I don't-
That nigga said serious.
I mean, shit. We don't know what it is nowadays, nigga. I went and bought some bullet and that shit.
Probably
start popping
just
up in my phone.
profiles and
Right.
internet shit.
Yeah.
But
internet shit.
I was watching First 48 and they was looking for somebody. It was a guy that had shot somebody like in road rage, and they got all the ring cameras like from the area, and then all the traffic light cameras. And
See, I
that's
ain't know
how
they could,
piece it
and I
together.
ain't know they can.
Yeah,
do
they
all
can
of
do
that
all that
shit.
shit. Yep. They can unify them bitches into one.
This shit not like an iPhone. I can't hit.
On
do
First
not track
48,
me.
I was watching some niggas in Mobile had killed somebody, and then they tried to go to Jacksonville. And the way they caught them was they weren't even on Facebook or promoting anything on Facebook, but they have a Facebook account.
Oh, they logged into their Facebook. Yeah.
No, and so like the police can just by their Facebook, y'all, because you remember can you track me and shit like
Right.
that, and that's how they found their ass.
You gotta say no. I always say no.
Always.
I do too, but it's tracking.
yeah,
Don't
yeah.
worry.
Yeah.
Right.
They just put that shit up for convenience.
I'm telling
Say
you.
no if you want to.
Yeah. Ask
So,
you.
soon
Just
as
so
you post, it's going to say
Right.
Birmingham, Alabama,
Shit crazy.
and they worry about somebody putting a chip in you. Y'all some
From a vaccine.
from a back.
Track me, goddamn it! I don't care. Shit, I ain't doing shit. I'm in the studio. I don't care. I'm willing to be tracked. Shit. If I'm vaccinated and tracked, I really
Right.
don't give a shit.
You know who they can always say what's up about that? If you in the fucking graveyard.
Exactly.
This is true.
Dead.
I need
Dead.
to drop that shit, Joe.
Jewels.
Gang, nigga.
Drive jewels on
You seen how that nigga was angry at the end? Fucking crazy. Nigga thought he had did that, didn't he? They a black Michigan woman was fined $385 for talking too loud.
That bitch mama.
Was she in the movies? Because I agree.
No, she was outside.
She must talk loud.
I might
No,
agree with
nah,
that too.
nigga, no. Put that little hand down. Nigga try, no, nigga, nah.
Dummy.
Oh, she must have got a super loud talk. Sheesh.
Damn. Can't even talk loud outside.
Some people talk too loud. You don't be thinking we be telling can't get right the lowest tone sometimes.
Y'all ain't told me that in at least like 6 months.
I agree. It's been a while.
been a
You've been a little lower, but you're still the one in this room.
Keep drinking.
Notoriously known for screaming.
It reminds me
Keep
of
drunk.
like when you be like out drinking with somebody, you out chilling with somebody, and like y'all right there, and y'all just you got a night, and then they be talking real loud in like the restaurant or the.
Yeah.
They be like, "Why the fuck you talking so loud? I'm sitting right here."
I look around like, you don't think they could hear what you just said?
That's how Huda was last night.
No. Who was that?
My man was recording here last night. We was over there in studio just chilling. Huda like, yeah, damn, man. I was like, damn, Huda.
Nah, you just be being overly. I bet Dad doesn't hear me over here the whole time.
He might didn't hear you, but
You just be being overly cautious. That's what it be. Close that door. You gonna hit a little silent.
not
you
even
gonna hit a,
overly cautious.
You hit a
but
fly in there.
we was right there. Like, who the fuck you were trying to?
Close that door right
Nigga
there.
trying to make sure can't get right. Heard us at the loft, goddamn. Hey man, goddamn, I'm just saying.
Dummy.
Damn, I'm right here.
Close that door before you hit a ghost steps. Hit a ghost steps.
I'm just saying, man.
You think you gonna hear everything?
What was this?
Last night,
Last night.
No, I'm talking about where the lady got fined.
Michigan.
Michigan. Damn.
You gonna get out or something? What you finna go pay for?
No,
I
I was
paid
just
for it.
curious. Like,
Nigga waited 10 minutes. Where this was at?
Yeah, I just needed to know.
Talking about
goddamn.
yesterday, talking
Shit was
about this.
stupid.
That wasn't going to go anywhere.
Dummy.
No, I just wanted to know.
Okay.
So just pay your fine, lady. Talk a little lower if you was talking too loud and shit.
I did get a noise violation ticket one time for $210
for talking too loud.
Not for my music in my car.
Oh, that
It was in the Capri.
No, it was in my sidekick.
Lil Wayne was talking too loud. Too loud.
Right.
Nigga, keep Wayne down, nigga. Wayne talking too loud in your car.
I should have fought that shit, but you 17, you don't know.
Yeah, kids, you don't know it, but even now I wouldn't fight. I just pay it and be like, fuck it.
Because you can't really. I mean, that's what's fucked up. You can't really fight it.
Y'all still play y'all music loud like that now?
Not like that. I had.
I do play podcasts loud though.
I know who to still blast his shit. That nigga do everything loud.
Podcast, not music.
You still listen to your shit? Look at Dez like this. Bitch, fuck you, hoe. Son, Dad had his shit blasting, goddamn.
Nigga, you be riding in silence and shit, though. Stock ass riding in silence. Something wrong with that nigga, man. Nigga serial killer. Nigga, every time you get in the nigga call, he ain't listening to nothing.
Yeah, he really don't have music.
Like, nigga, play something. What the fuck is you doing?
It's music, man. Music trash.
Thank you,
but
Todd.
You still got old music.
How often do you ride in the car with no music, Todd? 0% of the time.
No.
I can rather Todd turn that shit off. It'd be that boom bap shit.
Nah, bro. Like for real, because I don't listen.
So you
to,
just ride in
like,
silence?
Most times, yeah. If Taylor's in the car with me, I have situations when I can't listen to it.
Okay.
Like I don't listen.
So when you're alone, not with Taylor, because you don't want her to hear the music you want to listen to. So when you're alone, how often do you ride with no music?
Probably about 20% of the time.
Man, me and Ty rode to the game and he played "We Gonna Be Alright" by Kendrick the whole goddamn time.
You trying to tell
I don't
yourself
even know what
you
this
trying to
man
speak
talking
to you or something?
I don't know what this nigga talking about, man.
But no, I do. I ride probably in silence 90% of the time.
I never do.
But well, honestly, it don't. It usually just be because either somebody calling me, talking shit, bothering me, or I'm gonna listen to podcasts.
Well, that's different.
Listen to
I feel
music.
like if you're on the phone, that's different.
Yeah.
But if you're just not doing nothing, you're just riding.
But we determined yesterday you just don't
You
like
just
to talk.
don't like talk. Yeah.
I know.
Like we out there having a nice conversation.
Man,
Turn
look at the
music on.
motherfucking
Nigga,
music.
we talking.
Oh no, who that loves to play music like
And
you
talk.
overly play music?
And talk though.
But I be like, I don't want to talk over the fucking music.
Sometimes
Turn it
like
down.
Then you turn it all the way up.
No, turn.
Now you do.
turn
See
it
what
down.
I'm saying? Yes, you do.
Turn it down.
You blast that bitch to capacity.
It's
your
not
house.
background music.
It's
It's over.
It's your house.
That's
Turn the music down.
Right.
But
That's why I
even
went.
at your
That's why I
house,
went on.
I can't tell you not to turn it down at your house.
So who? If 3 people telling you the same shit, you still right.
I ain't saying I'm right or wrong. I'm just saying this can be done as well. We can still talk as well as have. That's like parties. That's like day parties. That's like nigga. You go to a day party, music's playing. You can still fucking talk. That's all I'm
You
saying.
don't talk at a day party.
I'm
And then you gotta yell at it.
hey Todd, you know what? Yes, you do talk. A lot of people are at day parties talking. Don't sit here and say you don't talk at a day party.
Yeah, but you be talking loud over the music.
Right.
And at a day party, at a club or a bar or something,
some-
I expected a little bit more than.
Well, there's somewhere it's lower, goddamn it. I don't care. I think you can do both.
But it's not going to be a conversation. It may be like, hey, who to look?
But who do we be in the kitchen? We don't be.
Hey,
goddamn
guys,
at the
listen.
club.
It's no different than putting your phone down.
It's real simple. We can turn the music down. It's okay. And just have it played in the background, and we can have a talk at a regular voice level conversation. That's all I'm saying. If that doesn't work, fine. Fuss about something else. Go ahead.
Well, you just don't like to talk.
I don't.
So why are we sitting here talking about
Because we were actually talking. So I still wanted to. I didn't mind talking.
Todd had told Grace at the when we was in there eating, he was talking about their first date. Said Grace had a whole bunch of shit in a picture book. It was like colors and stuff. It was like, what's your favorite color? Huda had to point out which one was his favorite color. Cause he ain't gonna talk. What's your favorite food? Pizza.
You know what I'm saying? I know.
Treat that nigga like a kindergarten.
He said peace.
Do you like jeans or shorts? That nigga had to point to that bitch. Goddamn.
Which one of these do not match?
We know exactly who pointed at every picture in there. Though, goddamn, I want the burger, the pizza, the fries, the salad. I want it all here, there, nigga. You know who was pointing at Bill at the age of 6 too?
If I could. Shit.
Did y'all see Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signed off on a social media bill to basically start censoring, like to counter all the censorship that's coming on social media?
I can see that.
Yeah, he said that it's basically a response to the belief that all the social media platforms are trying to censor conservative politicians and conservative groups only.
No, they're trying to censor misinformation and lies.
Yes,
But
that
that's
comes
what
from
he
both
won't
sides.
in.
That comes from both sides.
And that's what I was like. That's to me the bigger conversation. Like I feel like now the times that we live in, even going back to the uniform picture that we was talking about, where they added the You know, the
Oh, yeah,
shirt
they
on
Photoshop.
the girl down in Florida, the Photoshop. Like we live in a world or a time now where everything is backwards. Like I could go rob a bank tomorrow, and there's a group of people, like I could be like, man, I robbed it to get food, this, that. And it's a group of people who be like, man, it's illegal to infringe on his rights to go in that bank. And it's a lot of people who try to justify that wrong.
Right.
Them people dumb too.
Yep.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we're saying they're dumb, but that's, to me, it's not going to work by just writing it off as dumb because these people are gaining traction. The shit that happened at the Capitol was because of shit like this.
Right.
These people believe this world that they living in. They believe that you're infringing on their rights. They believe, like you said, they're doing it to stop misinformation. These people who doing it believe that you're stopping information. You get what I'm saying? Like you're trying to say. So how do we deal with that? How do we deal with that if facts aren't the grounds to measure something in?
It's hard to argue with someone who's just going against facts. They're kind of dumb. Maybe they're a little off because, like you said, the guy who, one of the main guys who ran the Capitol, they're trying to see if he's mentally there or whatever. Guy dressed like that running the Capitol, I don't think he's mentally there, but he still should suffer the penalties of his penalties.
I think the people who pushing this or doing this at the top aren't dumb at all.
Right.
No, they're
They're very smart.
this
They're
in
very
place,
brilliant,
right.
and they're purposely doing this shit to confuse everything.
They're just
distort
using dumb people because conservative Republicans they didn't figure it out that they can't win any more races fairly. They just can't.
And
they're in the minority of the way that they think.
And I want to be clear. I don't want to say all conservative, all Republican, because we seeing a lot of them saying like this shit's stupid. What are y'all doing? This dumb.
The majority. I should generalize.
Yeah, let's do that. I think it's a minority, but that minority has a lot of control.
It's the big ones. Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you the leader of the party and stuff like that, then Mitch McConnell. And
That's what I'm saying. The minority has power.
Yeah,
That's it.
but it's just them. They don't.
And I wonder if they really believe what they're trying to do, or they just want to keep the power.
Keep the power.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all. It's all
all a
about
power
power.
trip.
If they could keep the power without having to do this, they wouldn't do it.
Right.
But this is a way to keep power.
But the craziest part of true like Republicans really wasn't that bad. You only maybe disagree with them on one or two.
Well, now we feel
Is that a thing now?
No, that hasn't been a thing since Obama been here.
well, we feel like
Like true Republicans, I think they kind of left a long time ago.
I just said since 12 years ago.
I think it's just longer than that too. But I'm just saying.
No.
But I mean, I think they're both true.
I think the extremeness started with Obama,
Yeah, I do too.
and we know why. But
Right.
that's where it started.
I never thought about this, but did he do more harm than good?
Obama?
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't
He
per se,
didn't,
but
him, the thought of him.
He brought more truth to the light.
Unintended consequence.
He brought more truth
No.
to the light. He let us see more so of these people.
He opened
being who they
America's
really-
eyes, man.
it's just
That's all it is. Here it is. This is what it is. And he made everybody be true to who they are.
it's just with anything though.
That's
Like
it.
anytime we progress, it's got to be something to make us. CNN about to do a special on. I can't wait to watch it with that Maverick Carter and Brun them doing on Black Wall Street.
Right.
Anytime we thrive or we do stuff with the scraps or the limited things that you give, some way you got to mess it up. You know what I mean? Or take it from us. Or even if you go
Capitalize
do your
on it.
own thing, we go do our own thing and make it great. You got to destroy it.
Right.
See
So
what happened with Dodgeball? They was over there saying how much money they was making. That shit plummeted the next week.
Dodgeball.
I know somebody.
damn
I
sure
know
hate-
somebody. I know somebody cashing in.
Well, lately they've been saying they don't want to open their wallet and look at it because it's been kind of.
They've been saying.
been a
Again,
disaster
I know
over
somebody who been opening the wallet. That nigga, you got to buy low. You got somebody capitalize. See, that's the good thing about what we do. We buy high or low. We gonna win on both sides.
And you can sometimes sell on the bottom, sell on it going down, sell that shit, and you gonna win.
Hey, if y'all need to know this information, holla at me. I'm gonna hook y'all up with G-Boss.
He gonna teach you how to sell on the low, on the decline, sell on the
Low
decline.
selling.
Goddamn right.
Dummy.
We was I don't know if y'all saw this. It was a crazy dumbass video, man. That was kind of sad to see. But did y'all see the woman who was shot in traffic because she cut somebody off?
Yes,
in DC.
He looked like a maniac too, man. Like he got out, like he tried to let off a few shots at her, turn around. Somebody might have said something, let off a few shots back there too. He just was looking to let off.
Yeah,
a few
like
shots.
he let it off at her, and then somebody must have like said something or something.
And he started shooting back at them.
He looked like he was finna shoot off at them.
What are you mad about in a Maserati?
in the Maserati, but hey,
like that in the middle of the day.
And why do? But see, that's that entitlement shit. He really think he was entitled to do that shit.
He entitled
Nah, I
to a
think he
fucking
just was
cell.
crazy as
He
fuck.
just was crazy.
That's
And
all
he
that
entitled to a cell. Like you said, sometimes they just crazy.
You can't be too crazy to be in the Maserati. You had to have some sense.
Unless he stole that bitch.
Well, he had enough sense to steal a Maserati.
It's not smart if he stole it and just started shooting in the middle of traffic.
Hey,
Shit, he dumb again.
yeah,
He
one
back to
life to
being
live, I guess.
Back to being dumb again. Shit, stupid.
I hope they get his stupid ass.
Oh, they definitely gonna get him. This week, LeBron came back with his 4th season of The Shop. In this episode, he had Jay-Z on it, Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Who else was on there? It was
Maverick.
It
of
was
course,
a,
Maverick. He part of the show.
it was a WNBA player and Paul Revere, who is a co-creator of the show. Everybody belonged there except for Bad Bunny.
Why?
Why the fuck was he on there? I have no idea.
Ain't he like an international
He got a
star?
huge fan base.
Cool. So does Justin Bieber. He don't need to be on there either.
He could be.
He could be.
No.
That's the future
Why not?
of the Spanish.
Oprah can also be on there.
She can be.
She could.
I mean,
Paris Hilton can also be on there.
she don't talk well enough with those guys, I don't think. So I'm not gonna just keep saying yeah. No, she can't. I'm sorry. If there was the Kardashians, she could.
No,
be.
I'm saying no. Bad Bunny can be on the episode, but you're talking about LeBron, which is arguably the best player that's ever did what he does, and Jay-Z, who is the best person
And one
to
of the
ever
hottest
do.
artists
That's
out
Drake
right now.
of
But
the
these are
Spanish
legends.
world.
Yeah, this
That's Drake.
maybe
of the
just
Spanish
sometimes if you don't understand something, just that could be
No,
the
I get
case.
why they put him on there.
Yeah,
but
like he's one of the biggest. He's the Drake of his music.
cool. But these are legends. This is legend talk.
Who's the few?
Who was the WNBA player?
right?
She like 10 years in.
But
10,
you don't know
11
her
years
name.
in.
What's her name?
No, I don't. She has a Nigerian name. She's
You know
Nigerian
Bad-
American.
you know
But
Bad
you saying
Bunny?
a legend.
I can't name one WNBA player
I'm
right
just
now.
saying-
Not
but
true.
you're
Karen.
saying is
that's not true.
No current.
That's not true. You know Candace Parker easily. Come on, that's not true. Just don't-
Skylar
I don't know
Duggins.
if it's Candace Parker still playing.
Okay, you can name it. Come
The
on.
point is, if people are legends, you're saying it's a legend talk. But if people are legends, then
But
everybody
she's
on
10
there you
years
should
in.
know.
She's not a rookie. Like Bad Bunny is a year or two in.
No, he's been in it for a
He's
little
been
longer than
in
that.
music for a while.
Matter of fact, one
He
of your
ain't 10
platforms
years
that
in.
you like have been talking about him for 3-4 years.
2-3 years.
on the big stage.
maybe.
On the big stage as a big artist.
Hey man, he shouldn't be in there with LeBron and Jay-Z.
I don't have a
You
problem
can't
with it.
put Bad Bunny next to Jay-Z.
I don't have a problem with it for the simple fact that I think that I wouldn't mind being in the room with the biggest podcasters ever right now today.
Of course you wouldn't.
Right. And so I ain't gonna say I don't belong there because I think that sometimes you need that person there who's not on the biggest, hugest stage, but they're on a real huge stage. Like he Bad Bunny. He probably the number one, whatever.
Hey man, I ain't want to make the main point about Bad Bunny.
You did, though.
But no, y'all niggas did. It was a dope ass episode.
You bought him up.
Hey, Bad Bunny shouldn't have been there, man. Y'all
Right.
made this all about Bad Bunny.
Nigga, he highlighted that
Right.
shit.
Like, I didn't
That
want
was like we brought up the shop, and the first thing he wanted to say was Bad
Bad
Bunny.
Bunny shouldn't
no,
be there.
actually, you asked me who I was on there.
Yeah, but you honed in on. You didn't stop on nobody else's name.
Because they all deserve to be there.
Not even a WNBA player you don't know.
And the WNBA player that I don't know is also on Space Jam. So that makes sense for her to be on LeBron's platform. Because Space Jam is coming out.
Is Bad Bunny on Space Jam?
No. There you go.
Got an album coming out.
I don't know what that nigga doing.
He a big artist?
He okay. Didn't need to be there.
I don't have a problem with it.
You
I don't
also
know why
didn't
you-
even watch it.
I watched it. We just watched it. I watched a bit of it.
I thought it was dope, man. Jay-Z, he brought up a lot of DMX stores. He was talking about how DMX rocked the show. DMX album just dropped. We'll talk about that right after this. But, he just was saying how he had to come behind DMX, and he was just saying how like, man, DMX put on a hell of a show before he even came out. The crowd was going crazy. Then he was saying how DMX, you know, did that growl in the tunnel before he came out, and the arena went to shaking. Then he said, my man went out there and rap, was going crazy, and then took his shirt off, and the women started going crazy. Then he said, my man started doing a prayer, made everybody cry.
Everybody started crying.
He like, man, I'm in there crying. Then they were like, all right, Jay-Z, it's your turn. He was like, I'm coming out the hard knock life. Like,
What supposed to do?
It's a hard knock life for us.
so he said it made him want to improve his stage presence and do his thing on the stage because he had to come behind that. So
Well, he did a bad job of that.
But then the cool way he tried to make up for you, like, well, shit, he can't out rap me, so he just started doing all his show a cappella. So you only focusing on the raps because
So
you can't.
he did. He did make his stage presence better.
Yeah, but
in his own way.
But that's just how he did it in that time. But I'm pretty sure he learned how to. Because I went to a Jay-Z concert and it was very entertaining.
I agree. Just his presence on stage is entertaining.
But I'm pretty sure he got a lot of that from DMX, and some of that stuff Jay-Z just can't do or not gonna do.
It's crazy how you can learn something from someone and do it completely different and it still works. But you guys, like, I'm never gonna be like
I think
DMX.
that's the beautiful
but,
thing about life. Like everything isn't for you. You can't look at somebody and do it like them. You know what I'm saying? But like you can look at somebody, see how they do it, see their work ethic, and apply it to your style
in your own way. Yeah.
And another dope thing, LeBron said that when he first got in the league, there was no like Euro step. So he got that, or there was no step back. So he was like these younger people.
He lied if he said that. Jordan, go ahead.
Jordan fadeaway.
Fadeaway, not step back.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
And he was saying like, yeah, niggas really weren't shooting from 40 feet out. Step kind of brought that in the game, and he just put that into his game. He's still who he is, but he
adapted something from everybody.
So it was a super dope episode. I wish it was like 3 hours
except
like
Bad Bunny.
30 minutes.
Right.
Except Bad Bunny.
Jay-Z said too how competitive DMX was with him, and not only like to the up until the present. He said, man, they first battled at a pool hall back in the day in Bronx somewhere back in the day, and he was like, DMX went on the stage during the show and was like, "What Jay-Z at?" Like during the middle of his show, like, yeah, come on stage. So he was just saying how competitive DMX was and was always at him and pushing him.
I wonder who won. Nobody ever says who really won. They say it's a tie.
I know one of them battles that you saw, DMX got at him.
It be mixed. The people that
but
was
the one that
there,
nobody ever saw. That's the one.
Who knows?
And it was on the pool table or some shit
at the pool hall.
Okay, but
they could just stand on the pool table.
At the pool, meet me at the pool table. Nigga, what pool table?
We gonna stand on top of that bitch.
No, but like
pool hall ceiling be low as fuck.
How those stores
your whole
go.
back on that bitch on the ceiling.
But no, they say them niggas was actually on the pool table. Now that y'all say that with the little green thing they usually have, that don't really
that
make
big
a lot of sense.
Pizza Hut light.
Yeah,
it look like the Pizza Hut chandelier.
But you know how legends.
That shit all in your head. That'd be long as fuck.
I thought it was dope too hearing Jay-Z talk about writing for that Still Dre song. For people who don't know,
I didn't know that
Jay-Z wrote that. Wrote the hook and the verse for Dre on that thing, and he had to write Snoop part in that too. So he was just talking about the mindset of going into writing for that type of artist at the time when you come from New York and you writing for Dre way out in Cali. So
still,
hey man, that just goes to show you that this man is just amazing. He can write for Dre, Snoop, Foxy Brown.
So who has the tougher job, writing for Dre and Snoop or writing for Birdman?
Writing for Birdman.
Writing for Birdman. Because the thing about writing for Birdman, you can't make it too good.
Playboy. You niggas say you can't make it too good. Yeah, you gotta make. Let me write my.
Nah, that word too big.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
I need to write an.
It ain't no way he said
that. No, that metaphor way too big.
That nigga be sounding like Webby on Charlotte McGee.
Charlotte McGee. That nigga crazy. Webby,
Dummy.
Webby been out here, man. I'm glad that Boots and Webby kind of mended ties somewhat, but Webby been out a lot and looked like he's doing better. Like mentally, he's still crazy, still as fuck. He's still Webby, but look like he's doing better.
Did he have a see-through jersey on?
White tee.
Okay, that's good. That's improvement.
That's the Webby. That's the Webby attire.
Improvement.
We was talking about Jay-Z and DMX and everything. DMX dropped Exodus. Ain't that?
Yeah,
Exodus.
Exodus. Yes. He dropped his much anticipated album, the first album after his untimely passing. Did anybody get a chance to listen to it or go through it? What was y'all thoughts on it?
I listened to it. I thought it was cool. I think I'll probably give it another listen or two, to be honest. Not saying that in a bad way, but in a good way. I like the features on it. Nas went crazy. His second verse was pretty dope. What was that? Money Man or Money Bag?
Money Bag,
Man.
yeah.
Money Bag, yo. Took Pop Smoke spot.
Moneybag Yo verse was dope. That was like a standout verse. But X verses on there was like hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? If he was, I don't know how much I would have listened, if he was still living, just to be honest, because I thought his time had passed. But it was a dope album to me.
I would have listened no matter what the situation was. I wonder if it would have been the same if he was still living. That's the only thing you never really know unless he approved it before he passed.
Most of it was already done. I
know it was
just a few
done, but
changes.
you know how it goes. They still approve this, approve that, like taking off. Because they said on the Moneybag song that they actually took Pop Smoke off that song. That was what Swiss B said.
Okay.
That. So I wonder.
Did he say why?
I didn't see why.
I know he was on Breakfast Club, so I'm pretty sure he probably get into it.
But did
Tell me
Pop
go.
Smoke die before he got a chance?
But apparently they had a Pop Smoke verse. If they took him off of there,
And they be working on that shit for a while. Man.
Oh, yeah.
Pandemic was around and everything.
Well, DMX last interview, he said he was working on Pop Smoke.
It makes sense though. It makes sense. And overall, I did I got a chance to listen to it today. I listened to it 3 times today, and I think it was pretty cool. You can tell, you can hear the older DMX. He is older. He is a little bit more tired. He's not that full dog that he was. But overall, the songs were good. He put together a decent, good project, I think. And he can still rap. Raps like an old man. I'm pretty sure gonna rap better than a lot of these old men out of here, but raps like old man, but it's cool.
You can't take that away from him. It was that's something he was just born to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Could you knowing what happened, did you listen to the music listening for something? To see if you can hear something. Hear if something was wrong with him. Hear if,
No, because that was
Look at that stupid.
So stupid.
That's
I'm talking about how you described it though.
Yeah, but no, because that was in all his music. That's who he was. I mean, whatever happened the last time, it might have been something different. You don't know, but that was him.
I get what you're asking.
I know.
I
Bitch,
said
you just want to crack jokes.
No, I'm not. Definitely not finna crack jokes right now. Nigga ain't finna have half of New York on my head. No.
Get him, New York.
But I will say it was a dope album. I liked it. It's cool, legend. But some of the verses, like you said, I could tell, you could feel the elder statesman in them. Because some of them beats didn't catch his rhythm and his pattern, his cadence, the way he was riding on the beat like that. You could kind of tell it was kind of like, But all in all, it was a good album. The features was unbelievable.
Yeah. What about the Wayne feature?
I liked it. I'ma like it.
It sounded old to me.
I think people get confused with what I mean sometimes about Wayne and Wayne verses. Mm-hmm. I don't think.
Explain yourself, nigga.
No, I don't have to explain when we're talking about it. But I just feel like what Wayne put together and the way Wayne put stuff together, nobody else can do that. That's what I be meaning about with Wayne. And that's it. That's the only thing I be saying. So when I'm like, oh, that shit live, it's because nobody can put shit together like that. Nobody.
Got a rebuttal?
Man, if Jordan do a shoot around right now on ESPN, I'm gonna watch it.
Mm-hmm. Even if it's bad.
Even if it's bad. Even if he missed every shot.
Okay.
That's Wayne right now.
Missing every shot? No.
Not missing every shot, but
So
that
what you
shit was
saying?
just okay. Even for Wayne standards now, which are much lower.
Yeah, it wasn't. I'm not sitting there saying it was the best verse to ever hear, but I still don't think that the average rapper can put together a verse like that. I'm talking about the word.
Is trash.
I'm talking about the wordplay and the way he put those metaphors and stuff together. Nobody can really come up with.
But like when you're a legend like Wayne, and he's a legend, like top 2, maybe not 2, in a lot of scenarios. You can't just be giving me these.
Yeah, but you
verses.
be saying that about a lot of stuff, and I look like that Benny the Butcher song. Nigga, that was a phenomenal verse that nigga, no rapper probably in the world right now can make that verse.
And I feel like you hate him more than you like him. Not saying that you hate him. Saying that like when he have a bad verse, you gonna voice that a whole lot more than when he has a good verse.
I can't think besides that being the Butcher verse and maybe one other in the past 2-3 years.
He ain't missed on features in the last year and a half.
That tells me you ain't been fully listening.
Bruh.
Which one?
Gang.
Yeah, man, that man ain't missed on. He ain't missed on a lot of shit.
When you ain't say ain't missed, you got to talk about Lil Baby ain't missing. Wayne not doing that anymore.
Wayne, to me, my personal opinion on features, Wayne has not missed on a feature. Now, if you talk about his body work, his mixtapes, I agree with you. They're not that great right now. The last little thing he put out, it was cool. It was straight. But his features, that man's still eating up features.
Is Wayne putting out the same caliber of features as Lil Baby?
They're different rappers. No. The answer is no. But can Lil Baby rap like Wayne? Fuck no.
So Wayne should be killing features. You're a legend.
I just said that.
He said Wayne killing features.
But he's also saying that like no one else is killing features.
Well, it's different.
No, I didn't say I didn't. No, don't talk for me. I didn't. I didn't say that.
You asked him to compare it to Lil Baby, and the reason why I would think it's not like a Lil Baby feature because he's not getting on that Lil Baby beat with that Lil Baby artist.
Yeah, nobody can make a song like Lil Baby. Not even Wayne. Jay-Z, nobody can make a song like Lil Baby right now.
So it's not the same.
Not even Drake right now can make a song better than Lil Baby.
Hey man, it was just a okay verse.
For
Nothing
Wayne?
to go back to. Yeah.
I thought it was old, so I listened to it with old ears and it was decent. But for me, it sounded old. That's all I'm telling you.
I get it.
Okay.
DMX, rest in peace again. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, DMX.
Congratulations, get this man the #1 album because he and his family deserves it. For reasons simple as that for me.
Yeah, I not to go back, but I thought it was kind of crazy. Jay-Z was saying how
I know exactly what you're about to say. Yeah.
DMX didn't get no Grammy nominations for when he dropped Hell Is Hot, and he dropped those 2 #1
Flesh
albums.
in my flesh, blood in my blood.
In that same year he didn't get not one nomination. So Jay-Z actually won Album of the Year, but he boycotted the Grammys because DMX wasn't even nominated for nothing. So he said as competitive as they were, it was also a mutual respect for each other.
You put out 2 #1 albums, sell about 10 million copies
In the same year.
in the same year, and you don't get nominated?
In 9 months to be exact.
Yeah.
And probably the biggest song of the year because Rough Rider Anthem had to be on that first one, I believe.
A lot of that Rough Rider shit.
So,
A lot of that Rough Rider.
and you only get nominated?
That's hard to believe.
But
man.
also Jay-Z was saying was like, you know, they called him the GOAT, but he was like, I've never been the biggest selling artist. Like he was like in 98 might have been his biggest selling year. And he said DMX probably outsold him on whatever his album was. But he was like, just stay consistent and then, you know, you can be where I'm at. You ain't got to be, you know what I'm saying? Or you can be Vanilla Ice, you know?
Go away. Be big and go away.
T-Pain dropped a single this week too. I forgot the name of it now. I didn't catch it.
I'm going to buy you a drink part 2.
Yeah.
Basically.
Buy you another drink.
Yeah. You want another one?
Want another? Still thirsty.
Right. Like still drink.
I like that. That's it. T-Pain dropped. I like that. Featuring Kalani.
Kalani.
Good song. Cool song. I don't think it's going to live as long as people were talking about it's going to live and be the hit of the summer and things like that.
Y'all-
But it is a good, cool song.
Y'all talk about me overhyping shit. I was like, oh, let me go. T-Pain got it.
That shit was so regular.
This is a buy you a drink. Eh?
Right. That shit was the exact buy you a drink.
Gotcha.
But bought it the same drink. Maybe a little less.
But it is a dope
No
coming
shots at
outside
T-Pain,
song.
you know.
Yeah, I could see that at like day parties or something. You know, yeah, that's a cool little jingle for something
It'll
like
work.
that.
But just like a majority of most music right now, it's going to die real soon.
I think it lasts throughout the summer.
Yeah,
Till Drake drop.
They'll put a song. Oh, when Drake drops, shit stopping. You know what? Big shit popping.
What he
little shit
waiting on now?
stopping.
It's time. Is it more time? Going to ever be more time than this? Right now,
I'm looking for whenever
NBA stadiums.
I think
are filled.
Drake just a kind of guy he can drop when he want to.
He can.
When it's gonna do what it want to do.
Whenever that Drink Champs interview,
Come on, man.
drop,
Make the summer fun though.
he coming
Shit.
that next day.
He coming soon.
Hold on. When that what that
Drink Champs.
they
Drop.
announced it?
No,
Oh, they Drink Champs and
They
Drake
got
got an interview.
Yep.
they did an interview. So whenever that drop,
Joe Budden was sad about it.
Oh yeah, big. I'm so
He was
tired
sad
of him.
about it. He was sad about
He
it.
been talking about himself for a month, but telling people he don't care. Man, get your ass on.
Yeah, that's enough. All to do is talk about his goddamn self at the current moment.
He was bigging up his last album. I mean, his music on this last one.
Yeah,
Come on, man. I was great. You was good, bro. But come on.
you had a hit.
Did y'all see the rumor that Jay-Z and Beyonce had commissioned the most expensive car made? $28 million car?
Commissioned?
If anybody gonna do it,
What is that?
You know when you commission shit, I'm commissioning you to build something, nigga. Like you're building it.
What's getting built?
A car.
Like what though? Did they say what kind? What version?
It's I think it's Maybach. Whoever make Maybachs or some. I seen pictures, like little brief pictures
a
of it.
Land Rover helicopter with some sand
There you go.
tires.
$28 million car. Rolls Royce. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. They asked and they creating it and they're basically building it, customize everything about it is supposed to be customized.
can it go to Mars?
Probably $28 million.
Elon gonna have some hand in this.
Right,
go
Elon
somewhere.
should have did that.
Right. He
Not in
probably-
Rolls Royce. He ain't.
He ain't.
That's who they should have went to.
He gonna make it fly though. Like not fly as cool, fly as in fly.
Yeah. Bro, you can't make a $28 million car. I'm sorry.
Shit, they can. That bitch look like he got flaps on it. That bitch got wings.
You heard that man say $28 million? Ooh, got an umbrella.
Your car ain't got no umbrella.
Yeah, but I
Mine do when I put it in there.
No, it don't. Your shit barely got windshield wipers that
I
work.
put that bitch put under my shit under the back seat. I think.
I just bought an umbrella at Home Depot yesterday for $5.
It just look like a Rolls Royce though. But I'm pretty sure that bitch do shit that
That bitch hard.
28.
Of course it's gonna be 1-on-1, but then a year later they gonna make the same version of it and make
It's just hard to spend a lot of money on a car, man.
I mean, not if you got a
Cars
$1 billion.
get dated too quick.
If you got $1 billion.
and then
Well,
plus,
yeah, but I'm just saying they still
plus
get dated too.
knowing them, they probably did a partnership with them saying, "Hey, we gonna say we pay $28 million
And y'all get it for free.
yeah." Because everybody gonna want that
And
car.
now
as
everybody
soon
else
as
gonna
they-
go buy it.
Yeah.
Everybody else gonna want their custom, and y'all gonna have to pay more than $28 million.
That bitch hard. They like that bitch on the spot, didn't?
On ball, on
That
G.
bitch hard though.
That bitch look futuristic, like a motherfucker.
So y'all ain't spending $28
That
million
shit look
on
like
a
an
car.
Altima in the back.
I never say that until I get $1 billion. I mean, I know I've said it a lot. I ain't about to do this. I ain't about to buy that. But until I get $1 billion, I don't.
Who
fuck
did?
it up.
It's plenty of stuff you say you want to spend $28 on.
But I ain't got $28,000.
No.
I don't have 28,000. So if I had the 28,000, I'd probably spend that $28. That's my point. That's all. So when I get that $1 billion, maybe I might buy that $28 million car. It's like $28 at that point.
I think they closer to 2, but still,
Same thing.
yeah.
man.
I don't think they writing Bentley a check for $29 million.
I don't either. I don't. But if they were, I get it. But I don't think they're
Yeah,
Rolls Royce too.
it's dope though.
They definitely ain't writing it to Bentley.
Oh yeah, because they ain't even they car. They gonna be like, "What the fuck is this for?"
Right.
Y'all saw J. Cole. His playing career over now.
Quick.
He done retired.
Looks like it should have been. He averaged about 3 and 2.
What it was saying, he played 6 games. He played 45 minutes in 3 preliminary games. He had 5 points, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds.
And they say his teammates was talking about his game. So, once it gets to that point, I like what you was doing and I like what you did. I salute that you brought attention to those teams and bought them uniforms, but you found out that the game ain't the game. They don't lie to me telling me I'm going home for family issues.
Yeah, just say
That was that little cop out.
Yeah.
Just say you wasn't good.
Exactly. Like,
I mean, I
ain't
don't
got
mind
In
hating
the
on
NBA
Cole.
5.
I ain't mad at you for trying.
That was the Division 5 NBA.
D5. D5. Dwayne 5.
The sweat.
The who?
But
What? Speak up now.
what I was gonna say was like
Swag got the best track team in the country, nigga.
4x1.
a player or two. Yeah. That's still like you still would have tried to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if I could.
So
That's like
why
Jeff-
not live out your girl?
That's like Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos about to go try to play golf or some shit. He ain't gonna be fine out. I ain't good. I'm going back to rap.
And like people saying, like I'm kind of like on the Rick Ross side of this. Like I didn't know it was even an African basketball league. Like I didn't. I'm sorry.
I did because we talked about it with the NBA bringing the African league into their under their umbrella, so to say.
At what point do you stop trying to live a dream?
when it
When I
doesn't
can't.
make money.
I ain't mad at him from trying. I definitely ain't that. So when you can't do it,
Yeah, when you can't do it. But
If
if
I-
you can, I wasn't mad at Master P, even though he did it on a much higher level.
But a normal everyday person. J. Cole, let's just be honest. J. Cole can go try that and do
He
that
can.
because he got M's sitting around.
when I can't pay my bills and I got kids and I got responsibilities and somebody else is dependent on me, I can't afford to be trying to live out this dream if it ain't working and my kids are hungry.
Like Juvie was saying, he was, they wanted him to rap. He was working at a construction site or something, and he was like, "Y'all gonna pay me more than they paying me?" I think he asked for like $1,000 a week or some shit like that, because that's almost what he was making at the construction site.
So basically, you feel like once it's affecting your kids, that's when you probably
I'm sorry, I didn't had my time. I didn't try it. I didn't play football. I didn't try to even play arena football. I got kids who want to be cheerleaders now and dance team. So, am I going to go try to play semi-pro football, or am I going to pay for them to go be cheerleaders? I'm going to pay for them to go be cheerleaders.
Yeah. Now early 20s, somewhere in your late 20s.
So whenever that
it's
happens,
time to make a decision.
Because I just imagine, like, when my mama carrying me to football practice and basketball practice and camps and shit. Just imagine if, like, I can't take you there. You got to stay at home because I'm trying to be I'm trying to be in the Supremes.
I'm trying to be that.
Like, if you don't get your ass, like,
you better take
bring
me
your
to
ass in
practice.
here and take me to practice, man. Fuck wrong with you.
Right.
So yeah, I do feel like I'm with you though. Like when it affects your kids or your family.
Now, if you ain't got no kids, then shit, live out that dream as long as you can.
You can go a lot longer when you ain't got no kids. Yeah,
enjoy that shit.
As long as it's not on somebody else's dime and affecting somebody else, then live your dream. But
Word to the wise, do it on somebody else's dime.
If you can,
that's facts. Did y'all see Boosie had another shooting at one of his videos?
Mm-hmm. It looked like that
it was in Huntsville.
In Huntsville,
Yep.
That looked like that was supposed to happen in that video because nigga had big guns. In that
But it's crazy. Like that just show you how crazy niggas run around with sticks and swinging and shit. And niggas
then
still
somebody
let
start
off out
shooting
that
at
bitch.
him.
They don't
Like,
care nothing about
nigga,
that.
you don't see all these guns over here? What the fuck is you shooting at?
I did see him still at the club in Huntsville, so he couldn't have been too worried.
He had obligations.
Yeah.
It probably wasn't because
And
it probably wasn't because of him.
What happened was they probably because I like know who did the booking, so they probably booked him for that. I thought I was gonna get away from
I
it.
know who do what they do.
Or they deal or they what?
So they booked him for the club, and he probably just tried to get a little extra bag on the side. Hey, I'm in the city. Anybody want to hit me up for a feature? X amount of dollars.
Makes sense.
And he went out there, and the nigga was probably beefing with some other local nigga, and that's how it
And
happened.
that shooting could have been intended for somebody across the street.
Exactly. It wasn't about
And it just so happened. Like I saw that video, they was trying to say the shooting happened at the George Floyd at Square or whatever.
Center Square.
But it was like down the street. Like, stop. But the way the headline wrote, shooting at George Floyd Square, like
it was because
bro,
of
that shit
George
was down
Floyd.
the street. And say that. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But
Speaking of clickbait, how y'all feel about damn, I'm gonna say this shit wrong.
Say it right.
Kwame Brown.
I don't know much about him. I saw he's been beefing with everybody, and everybody's been beefing with him. So like, give me some more context.
No, that's pretty much it. Like I think Stephen A. or some had brought up like just talking about his basketball career, which sucked. Don't get me wrong, it sucked. And then he went off, and then everybody else kind of chimed in. Who was it? Shannon Sharp, Charlamagne, Jamel Hill only said, you know what I'm saying? He accepted violence, or he chose violence.
And
like,
what did he say to her? He responded foully. Basically.
Yeah, I can't say the words that he said, but in that, stay in your place, shut up. Then he went personal, started talking about people's wives and family and shit like that. I think that nigga a sucker for that.
I think it's tough because it seems like people are picking on him. So if you pick on him, then he has the right to respond how he responds.
now,
I don't fully know. But
also, look, ticket sales don't. That nigga made $60 million. Ticket sales did not pay for that. You know who paid for that? ESPN, ABC, Fox.
But you saying that to say what?
That you chose to be a sports player. You could have did anything else. You chose to be in the NBA. People have to comment on your skills.
Okay, so cool.
Especially
fine.
when you the number one pick.
Cool and fine. But does it get different when you start comment on my personal as well?
No. Nobody comment on his personal life.
That's not true.
It's not.
That's not true.
How's that
Like
not true?
some people have commented on his sports, but there's other people who also comment on his personal.
Okay.
Like his
I think it's a
family
mix. It's been such a mix of bullshit.
that
but
everybody
I'm not,
gonna get it.
I'm not because it's so many layers. Like who to say? It's so many different dynamics. I don't want to justify anything because it's too much. Like it's so many different people involved who saying different things. But one of the things that he was saying was like, man, these folks been talking about me for 20 plus years.
You've been playing basketball for 20 plus
Right,
years.
that's fine. So now when you say that he's starting it or he's saying stuff like, nigga, I'm finally responding to the shit that they've been saying for 20 plus years.
But they only
But with Charlemagne specifically said some stuff about him personally.
His brother,
so
his
when he
daddy.
responded personally,
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen A. Smith, what started this was some Stephen A. Smith said about his game.
yeah. But
And-
they called him a bum and a bust. And his response was, I made $6 to $8 million. How am I a bum or a bust? I made it to the See, and that's why you got to define.
If I made $68 million,
I'm from the
and don't score a
projects. I'm
point,
from-
nigga, I'm a winner.
Yeah,
You are.
Right.
So don't call me no bum or no bust.
I'm a winner.
But you're still a buzz. Y'all come on now. The number one pick, Jamarcus Russell made $60 million. He was a buzz.
I start
In football.
That makes you.
He didn't play great in football.
Right.
But they need to define. They need to be better defining what they saying.
Oh, like in sports, Kwame Brown was a bust. Out of the number one players, he had the second least scoring average ever. Out of any number one player, well, in the last, I think, 50 years.
Right.
You are a bust.
as a basketball player.
As a basketball player,
But
not
I'm
as a
sitting-
man. You made $60 million out of nothing. You was a ultra success as a person. As a basketball player, you are a bum.
and
So-
I
so
feel like
is
that's a.
But is that something he should understand too? Like as a person, yes, you succeeded like a motherfucker, but as a basketball player, you're this.
Yeah, I get it. But as a basketball player, just think about it. We was talking about the pick 'em up and bust 'em. I started in this grass
back
with
and
you, and now I make it to the highest level. Yes, I wasn't good, but I made it. So you saying I'm a bust in a place
I
where I
made it
made
to the highest
$68
level.
million. I got my mama in a better place than she could ever imagine living. I got my family in better situations than I could ever imagine living, including myself. And y'all calling me a bust in the sport that I made it in.
All the examples you name, and you didn't name one thing about what you did on the field or court.
Well,
Making
I made it.
$68 million
I made it.
because of my
I made
court.
it. Yeah, I made
like
it
how the
there.
fuck do you get to the NBA if you wasn't good at some point?
He was great at some point.
You know a lot of basketball players. Did they ever make it to the NBA?
No.
All right. So you calling somebody a bust who made it to the pinnacle and was the number one draft? I had to do something
but
right.
man, you can the NBA still have to have buzz.
But I get it, and I'm not
in
arguing that
any
point.
level, like a middle school, it was
Listen,
bust at middle school.
I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk.
middle school, nigga, middle.
A middle school. Like I'm not. I don't want to talk in circles about the fact that he didn't perform well. Y'all was saying what he feel. This is why that man's saying what he's saying. Y'all calling me a bust on y'all couch and y'all ain't never seen 6 to 8 million. You ain't never been the best at even in your level or nothing, and you talking bad about me.
Well, actually, Stephen A. Smith is the best in what he do.
No, he not paid like the best.
He is actually.
No, he not.
He not the most.
Hell no. We just had an argument. We was
Well, no, he like top
we,
five.
We did a story here on this podcast about him getting like $5 million to skip them 60 and 70 and all the other people around him.
He like
and
top
I'm not
five.
and I'm not arguing that because yes, he is the top at what he does. But I'm just saying it's a lot of people offering opinions
but
on
also,
him.
man,
That's not the top of what they do.
I think now it's a lot of stuff that went on this week that I totally disagree with. But a lot of times these athletes just be sensitive, man. You could have went and got you a 9 to 5, and you don't have to deal with none of that shit.
I ain't gonna get no 9 to 5 if I could dunk on the nigga. Yeah.
All right, well, niggas gonna say you ain't dunk right.
Yeah, but
All right, cool. I got $60 million.
But you shut up if I dunk on you.
I think it's easy to call shit sensitive
You know?
when you not being attacked by people.
It is.
Yeah, like
I'm conversating.
imagine this podcast dropped tomorrow, and tomorrow all the top people are commenting on something you said daily, and they have power and they have platforms, they have fans. So now their fans get riled up to come and fuck with you all day, every day.
Cool.
When we say stuff like that, are we being hypocrites? Because some people we fuck with. Just it might be jokes, it might be whatever, but are we being hypocrites in that aspect?
What you mean?
You just said that there's people who's going to talk about the top things that happen on their platform. We do that.
No, I was saying yes. But what I was saying in that point, you are right to what you about to get ready to say. But what I was saying in that point is, if Charlamagne talk bad about you, his fans are coming. If Joe Budden say something crazy about you, his fans are coming. Jamel Hill, her fans are coming. So now you're getting bombarded. Stephen A. Smith got millions of people listening. They're coming. So you're gonna do something. You're gonna defend yourself. He said that he's sensitive. I'm responding to
Can't get right.
20 million people saying something to me.
Can't get right. Said that.
Exactly. The most sensitive one of the whole group.
I let a lot of stuff slide.
Nah, you don't let anything slide.
Nigga.
But I ain't like that because I don't know what Charlamagne said at first, but if it got personal, then you can't.
Hold on. Quick question. Where did it all come from?
Stephen A. Smith said something about his career. Just his
and that started a storm from everyone else in the world.
And then he went off on Stephen A. Smith, calling him a bum, and you never made it this far and all that.
That's why I get confused.
Why did Stephen A. bring him up?
I thought it started with Steven Jackson and
I don't know.
Them niggas. It started with them first.
I thought they commented on it.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Well, one of them
There's too many layers to that shit.
So even if Stephen A. started, what was his reasoning for bringing this man up?
That part I don't know.
Like that shit be crazy.
I ain't played basketball in so many years.
Like, why are you talking about me? 30 years later, nigga, what you talking about me for?
I mean,
I ain't say nothing unless he did something to warrant talking about. But I don't know.
But also, that's you the number one draft pick. You always like in the NFL. They always bring up the biggest bust. They gonna bring up Ryan Leaf. How many years he been out the league? And the guy for Cincinnati.
And one thing that he was
not saying.
One thing
right,
I
though.
did say, again, not defending him because it's too many layers. I don't know what the fuck been said and who he offended. But one of the things he was saying was, y'all still talking about my basketball career and things like that, which is, I understand, you got a job to do. Now? But now talk about how I'm trying to help these little boys out in communities that come from where I come from. Give me some of this money. Y'all talk about that too. In the mix of, I'm a bus. I never amounted to this, but this bus didn't amount to that. I'm doing this, that to help further my people. Now I get Stephen A. is talking about basketball. And that's what he said. I'm only talking about basketball, man. I'm not talking about you as a person. But that's some of the things that a lot of times people get mad about. You criticizing me about this, but you don't mention none of that other stuff.
I get that. But on the same lines, I don't want to mess her name up, but and I love her. I'm gonna start with love. I love her. I love everything she does.
You wanna start with love?
Osaka. Shut up. Osaka.
She was fined.
The tennis. Well, no, she said that she's not going to do any press conferences for her upcoming tournament.
Mm-hmm. Didn't they find her ass?
Well, she'll take any fine, whatever they find her. I think that goes back to it. Like, you chose to be a professional athlete. Doing press conferences after your match is part of it. If you don't want to have to be pressed to do I ain't mean to say it.
Or if you know you're going to be fined, just accept the fine.
But that's part of your job.
It's not. It's perfectly okay with me saying, like, yes, I want to go play basketball. I want to dunk on niggas, but I don't want to interview after the game. And if I have to pay a fine, I'm okay with paying that fine.
All right. So who do you?
So just be okay with paying the fine.
So who do you work? Can you say, you know what? I'm not gonna log out.
Well, that's not the same.
Why it ain't?
Because she has the option to not interview and get fined.
You have the option to not log out
and get fired. I'm gonna get fired.
But that's part of your job, man.
I mean, like, if they're only gonna, like, let's say this fool, like, let's say, hey, we're only gonna fine you for working 1 hour a day. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna work 1 hour a day and take the fine. If I'm okay with that, that's all I'm saying.
It's tricky. I feel you. I feel both sides, but I do feel what you're saying. Like, part of the sport is press. Mm-hmm. Part of being famous is press. Part of being famous is dealing with fans. It's dealing with like. You kind of unknowingly or knowingly sign up for that. Now, I hear people say all the time, yeah, I knew it, but I didn't know it would be to this extreme. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so like.
We talk about cops all the time. I pay your salary. Mm-hmm. You owe me something.
Well, to be fair, let's listen. I'm going to always.
Professional athletes owe us something.
I don't think that. Because me personally, as an athlete, a college athlete,
with limits,
I would never. I never minded talking to the press, whether I had a great game, a bad game, no matter what. That's just me. I always talk to the press, and I'm always just going to tell them what I tell them. But I also understand
because that was part of your job.
No, but I also understand if that teammate over there who had the worst game of his life doesn't want to talk to you.
refuse the scholarship and be a regular student.
That ain't a part of it. I could just get fined and still be the greatest scholarship player ever and just take a fine. I can do that if that's in my shit. I don't have to talk.
She said it was for. Didn't she say it was for mental health?
Mental
purposes?
health, yeah. Because she was like, well, they asked you the same question.
Right. In the contract isn't if you don't talk to the press, you're fired. No, it's you fined. So, okay, be fine.
Okay, but like, what if every athlete started doing this?
Then that's on them.
Marshawn Lynch did it the perfect way.
You know what I care about and what I watch the most? Basketball, football, the game. I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
But some fans love that.
like you watching the bit. Let me watch for the press.
Let me see
conference.
what LeBron about to say. I don't give a fuck, nigga. Dunk
You
on
still
somebody.
want to know what he?
No, I want him to dunk on somebody.
You still want to know what he gonna say. You still
don't.
want to hear the commentary.
I don't.
You kind of do now, though.
I still want to hear
Because if he say something crazy, you're gonna bring it to your platform and talk about it.
I will, but if he doesn't, I won't care.
I want to see Pop interviews Popovich because he gon' fuck with him. Marshawn, I wanted to see him. So that's a part of it. You do owe something to the fans. I'm sorry. Because that's what you signed up to do.
I signed up to play basketball. So you know what I owe you?
No, you signed up to be a professional athlete.
I owe you to dunk on this nigga.
No, you owe me to do what the league said that they're paying NBC or ESPN. And that's part of it.
You do have to be made available for
Your
press
players
conferences.
have to be available.
Made available is completely different from really talking. Like Marshawn, I'm just here not to get fined. I'm available. But
Well,
I'm
he
just
said that he
I
did.
said I have no
the perfect
problem with
way.
that. But saying you not coming, no, you can't do that. I'm sorry, Osaka. I love you.
It's the same thing to me. Really, it is the same. To me, it's the same.
Come up there and say, I'm not answering that.
I ain't answering that. I ain't answering that. I ain't answering that.
Cool.
You know what you gonna say, K? Then you should have stayed home.
I just said I didn't have no problem with Marshawn doing it.
But I also said you're gonna. You should have stayed home.
No, that was the most entertaining. That interview and Iverson interview is some of the most entertaining shit ever.
Practice?
Practice?
The fuck you talking
Talking
about?
about practice?
The fuck you talking about? Practice?
I'm just up here not to get fined.
No.
Hey, you got to take care of your chickens. When you don't take care of your chickens,
To me, honestly, and to me, that's not being made available.
you there.
Okay. I'm also here to
Give
say
me that.
I'm gonna come here and say
I go up that thing
Come
and
here, be
promote
like-
my brand. So tell us about the game tonight. Man,
Content
listen.
Factory.
The
Boom it.
Content Factory is open 24/7.
like and subscribe. Bro.
Well,
Black
what do you think
Lives
about the
Matter.
coaches call?
3112 Fifth Ave.
Right.
Come there, you see he might be there.
But I will say sometimes in those press conferences, they do try to get you to say crazy shit.
Because that's their job.
I know, but sometimes people don't want to deal with that. Like I remember at UAB a couple of times, they'll be like, well, do you think if your coaches would have called a better game, it would have... And some people aren't media savvy.
Right.
So they're like,
As a
I mean,
19-year-old kid.
it wasn't the best call. Like, there might be something like that. It wasn't
I'm
the best
19.
call to do that, but then they're going to flip and swirl it instead of just being
The
like...
kid said the coach
you know,
don't know what the fuck he's doing.
I just used to be like, man, we just didn't perform. You know, we all could have did better. You know what I'm saying? We just didn't perform the way we supposed to. But I had a little media train. I knew little media, you know what I mean? But it just, some people don't. And some people don't want to deal with that shit. And if people say it's for their mental health, I don't know, man. But I get it. Like, it is part of the job.
Quit.
No, I mean, for me, if it's in a contract and I can simply get fined $50,000 and I just made $1 million, I ain't got to talk to you. I'll pay that $50,000. If I really don't want to talk to you.
Kenny Mayne, he leaving ESPN.
ESPN dumb.
So at
Aaron Rodgers,
fuck
you.
off. Fuck off.
Give me that bad crypto.
Y'all remember
advice.
the gold days, the good old days of ESPN?
The golden days.
Yeah, the golden days.
Golden days.
Gold days.
You said like the metal, gold. I remember the
They was
bronze.
with it.
I remember the bronze days, nigga.
And what's crazy is I got gold days, nigga. I know what I'm saying.
The
Nigga,
silver
fuck it.
days, goddamn. But yeah, man. Who do you know on ESPN?
I don't know.
Stephen
none of
A.
them no more.
He
Well-
on Sports Center? Like Sports Center.
Oh, nobody.
You used to wait for Kenny Mayne. You used to wait for what's my man? Stuart Scott.
Stuart Scott Mason.
Yeah, Stuart Scott. Man, it was a
I like
bunch
that
of them.
Jamel Hill and
Boomer.
Michael era.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boomer.
NFL Live used to be.
I
I can't really name any now that Kenny Mayne's gone. Like who else is there?
Like it used to. You used to have a certain personality to be an ESPN. I don't even know if them niggas got that shit now, because like you don't watch it, and I don't know. I don't know if ESPN looking at it like they don't watch it, so we don't need to have these big faces like that no more.
I was about to ask
or fuck the opposite, goddamn.
That might be a thing because now that I think about it, like Snapchat has ESPN Sports and they actually have commentators specifically for Snapchat. Which is weird. You probably never saw them on the TV, never know what they look like unless you follow them on Snapchat.
Because I would argue people are watching less TV now. Like just sitting down and watching it because we on the go. So you watching apps and you on Snapchat. So they probably got commentators and stuff that's catering to, where you watching it at.
I do watch more of that shit now, like the Amazon Primes and the Snapchats and the YouTube. YouTube, like a motherfucker, like TV is real rare.
Like I don't even watch highlights for real.
If I am watching a highlight, it's on SportsCenter Instagram or SportsCenter on Facebook or something like that.
And that doesn't need a commentator for real.
The Chi. Either one of y'all watch The Chi?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
You been watching? Y'all been
but
watching?
But I'm so behind on the show.
I ain't been watching.
I ain't gonna lie.
I just need to start watching the new one. How many episodes in are they?
The second
Second
episode
one,
came out today.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I need to catch both of them. Good.
I didn't catch Bill Maher because he was back this week.
I didn't know
catch
that.
him.
He was back.
I saw he commented
Yeah,
about
he finna say-
the Rock and them running.
He was back. We know what's coming after that.
What? It sounded like it. What was?
Nah, it was just three white men talking about racism, and then
I hate when he do them topics on racism,
Yeah.
All white.
and then they agree and all agree, but then they don't get the pushback. I hate when he do that.
But one guy was like, I don't know if we the right people to be talking about this. And he was like, why aren't we? So
Right.
white
Well-
people can't talk about racism?
well-
You can, but you don't understand.
Bill Maher get real big for his britches when he talk about racism when it just be a lot of.
Yeah.
I just not that he don't
I
be
like
wrong.
it.
I like him, but
I like it. I
feel like he need to go get somebody get somebody in that'll challenge that shit sometimes.
I agree, and I like it because I like to hear where they stand or where he stands. I think that kind of fully shows you where. Because I think like sometimes if you have a black person on there, maybe he won't say his fully stance. But I think if it's all white guys up there, it shows their stance, which is still wild.
But
It's
I
in the
just
wild
think
stance,
I
but
just
still,
think
you
that
get it.
sometimes people don't understand.
Or don't agree.
They may
but
not
still.
understand what it is that black people are even upset with or how we feel. You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree. And that shows that they don't know that.
Right.
Which is why I see you.
And if
I
they
see
don't
you-
know,
I see you don't
can
get
you
it.
hold them to the same standard as if they do know? And
Well,
that's why I want
him-
somebody there to be able to challenge and say, look, nah, I mean, y'all way over there, but here's where we're at.
Him, yes, I can hold him to that because he's been on there enough with black people to know where black people stand.
He should, but it's the same as like
But he still is him, and we still see what he really thinks or feels. Or
like men shouldn't be voting only on like abortion, like and stuff to deal with women. Like if a woman is not present, that's value.
You've been seeing those things where they said, like, y'all putting it all on the woman, but the man helped make the baby too. Why don't y'all put in vasectomies, like instant vasectomies on men, and why don't that be a law?
I
Like
agree.
put a vasectomy on a man since it's reversible. Put a vasectomy on a man out the gate.
That's apples and oranges because you're not tying a woman tubes up. That's not the same.
You're not, but that'll help
it's not
prevent.
the same.
But you're
That'll
telling a
prevent,
woman when she get pregnant that she solely has to do something to her body.
But it's only in her body.
it's tough. I
Yes,
think,
but
I think
if she
both-
wants to have an abortion, she can.
And don't get me wrong, I'm all the way.
No, I
pro-choice.
get it, but
Yeah.
I think both parties should have some kind of say what you feel. If a man feels this way and a woman feels this way, say what you feel, and it's
Yeah.
cool. But
I feel like-
ultimate, it is a woman's body, so she does have the ultimate resolve.
I feel like a man should have some type of way. If he says from the jump, hey, I don't want to be a part of this, then maybe he's not as liable.
Well, no, because he has to take responsibility for fucking that lady.
if you don't want to be a part of it, you
shouldn't
should
have did it.
Well, condom or pull out.
Right. So you got to take you nigga, you nutted in them. It's your fault. I'm sorry.
That is true.
You're
So
responsible.
you did it, bro. Your part on that is over. You chose to choose your choice when you chose to leave it in.
But two people chose to have sex together.
You did, but you
Unprotected.
whatever. But you chose,
chose
to
to choose your choice.
Shut up. You chose to leave it in, nigga. You could have
Your
pulled
chose
that,
was just.
Your choice.
pull out, bust on her back 10 minutes early. Good.
That pulling out early be trash.
It
as
is,
fuck,
but
man.
that's a choice.
Hey,
That's a choice. That's a choice.
Ain't
You
that like
choose to do
stroking
that.
through the pull out?
You choose that. You know what I'm saying?
When you can stroke through the pull out zone. Nah, man, you got to pull out and you got to sit there and for goddamn 10 minutes.
Nigga,
goddamn.
that's some life changing shit that you living dangerous if you do that.
What?
Trying to stroke through the pull out.
No, I said ain't nothing like when you can stroke through the pull out, nigga.
I agree.
Yeah, bitch, I know you agree.
But I'm talking about the niggas who still stroke through it and they not supposed to be.
Oh no, that's nigga. That's a danger.
You're not supposed to be stroking through that. Right
No,
there.
I was saying it's trash when you got to pull out and for 10 minutes you got to sit there and yank that dog out there and get it out of there. You got to stroke to that pull out. Yeah, well, let me get out of here with y'all. Chad Ochocinco Johnson.
Don't get beat up.
Did I say that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fighting Brian Maxwell on the Floyd Mayweather undercard.
I didn't know he was fighting
versus Logan Paul. Yeah, that's who he fighting, Brian Maxwell.
I didn't know he was fighting. I just knew he fought
Yeah.
Charlo, but I didn't.
No,
know he
he's
had
on the
actual-
undercard.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why he was fighting Charlo
I just thought
to
he
get
was
ready.
bored.
And my man was getting beat up and say he almost drowned in that bitch. How you drown in a boxing ring, I don't know, but why these folks playing with boxing, man?
You shouldn't.
It's a lot of sport. Nigga, you can go try golf. You can go try tennis. You can go try soccer like he did before. But why would you want to try something where a nigga can bash your skull in?
I'm trying boxing in my garage on a bag, not a person who is good at fighting. Nigga, you stupid. I'm not even trying to. I'm really not even trying to with a person who's bad at fighting. That's
You
just me.
sparred for years, but stop getting in the ring with professionals in here.
Nigga was like, man, I boxed my whole life.
Hey.
Yeah, nigga, not professionally.
Ask J. Cole, and they ain't get to punch him in the face.
People don't. I
got
think
beat up,
sometimes.
though.
I think now. I do think nowadays people don't respect professional sports as much as they should.
That's why I don't mind when they get taught respect.
Just like with
Nate Robinson, I didn't give a fuck.
Right.
Knock him out.
but Seattle receiver tried to go run out there on the track and came in 10th place.
I remember.
And
niggas talk about,
that
"That's
ain't even the
fast."
fastest of the. I mean, it was fast as fuck. I give him
But
credit, but
Yeah.
not
Amazing
professional
athlete.
running.
But that
speed.
ain't your thing.
You're 10th.
Yeah, man. In
In that
a really bad heat.
Olympic.
In a really bad heat. In that heat. That day. You're 10th. So, you know,
It
That ain't
was
your thing.
commendable, like great, good job, and you are very fast.
None of them can catch a football probably.
These people are professional runners. You're a professional ball catcher. Oh look,
ball. Whoa.
I mean,
Whoa.
Dummy.
he is. He's a wide receiver. They catch balls, nigga. You throw the ball.
Right receiver catch balls. Got you.
do.
Professional ball catcher.
Professional. I ain't catching nobody balls. No ball.
Nigga you used to throw the balls.
I threw them, nigga. I'm a thrower. So you go. I'm throwing these balls to women.
See what I'm saying, fool? You threw the ball to the wide receiver. They caught it, right?
No, I just threw it. They caught it on their
Nah,
own.
bitch. Nope, nigga. Nah.
Oh wow.
That nigga was proud of that shit. Nigga, I throw the ball.
I'm a thrower, goddamn.
My boy name is so crazy.
Yeah, but we're throwing the ball over at the Quest Club. We know.
He was over there catching them though.
Who catch you?
Y'all, goddamn, not me. So wrong with y'all niggas, man.
Woo.
Come on, man. Dummy of the week.
Dummy of the
Moving
week.
on into the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Dumbass, stupid ass, silly ass dummy.
Stupid motherfucker.
But y'all niggas just get dumb and dumber every week. Judith and Black. Bring your dumb ass to the principal's office.
Last name Black?
Yeah. Judith.
Damn.
This finna make it worse.
First name Judith.
Judith and Black.
She been
A 77-year-old
whole life.
A 77-year-old Florida woman faces felony battery charges after police say she threw her Burger King Whopper,
Mistake number one.
yes, at an employee before hurling several racial slurs towards the employee.
Mistake number 3, but that should be one.
They said she chucked her Whopper at the employee, hitting her in the back just below her neck, and then
Aim.
threw out several niggers and bitches and all kind of damn words that she threw out. Witnesses at the restaurant say they found her on the surveillance camera. The employees turned her in, showed what she was doing, throwing a hamburger at her ass.
She look racist.
And now she's facing felony charges for throwing a fucking hamburger.
Good. Maybe that's what needs to be done. You get charged with a felony for being racist in order for people to stop being racist.
What we said last week, if you start holding these people accountable evenly, black,
Then
white,
stop doing
green, purple, whoever, hold them accountable, then all of this shit stops.
Yeah. I don't have the right to call you out your name because you white. So hold me accountable for that.
And I don't.
I don't get to throw shit at you because I'm
I
upset.
don't do it, goddamn it. I don't. It's very rare that it's us. You white person, whop at your head. No, I'm not doing that.
You dumbass old lady. Like, and then these people working at Burger King.
She's 77 throwing Whoppers. The Whopper is good. Fuck is wrong with you?
What if that girl would have came across that counter and fucked you up?
Well, why the fuck you going to Burger King for a good hamburger anyway?
Exactly.
I'm sure you passed all kind of restaurants where you can go get a
You
real
got no mug
hamburger.
shots? Fuck wrong with you?
Especially now. Popeyes don't even have water.
I don't get mad at nothing McDonald's tells me.
I'm all traumatized by that shit.
They don't have water. But I'm not getting mad
Dummy.
at nothing that Popeyes tells me. Nothing that
No.
McDonald's
You
tells
know what
me.
I did? Okay, well, y'all just having a bad day. Huh?
Do y'all know why she was mad?
Come tell me.
She was upset about the thickness of the tomato.
The thickness. Just take it off. What the fuck? It ain't gonna hurt. Take it off.
She said the victim wasn't fixing the issue. Man, if you don't eat that
What
little
you
thick ass tomato, throw that bitch out to the side.
You want a
bruh,
smaller slice
and
or
bruh,
some shit?
I've never had my order wrong at a fast food restaurant. And when I went, I was like, hey, you know this wrong. Well, you know what I'm saying? This wrong. Okay. Throw it away. And they fix you another one.
I don't even like telling them my order wrong.
I
I'm
just
gonna be
take
honest
it.
with you.
If it's a tomato, take the tomato.
I feel like
off.
I-
I take the onions off.
Yeah, if it's something like that. But if it got mayo on it, I got
Cause I ain't going back to 30 more minutes.
So you take the mayo off?
You can't even get water.
Ooh, they gonna gleek on that nigga.
Yeah,
Self.
that nigga ain't got no. That nigga got to take some of the bread off to take the mayo off.
No, they throw it away and make another one.
That's
So
another
you
thing.
think with a little extra,
I be mad. I be scared to tell
they
him.
rub that nigga bread on that little hard ass concrete?
Exactly.
And
I be scared to tell him fix my sandwich. Now I fix my sandwich. I don't need y'all to, cause y'all gonna gleek on my sandwich.
I be extra like, thank you. Yes,
I be extra nice too.
I
When I
scrape
go
it off. I
inside,
scrape it off.
yes, sir.
I got food.
I go inside and look. But I be extra nice. And then, like, if you nice, they don't care. All right, I'm going to throw this shit
I
away and
just
make
feel like
another
it'll help a little bit. It might,
I'm gonna always be nice, even when I ask for my sandwich with no onions on it, nicely.
From work, well, I never did fast food, but from working at like places like Target and stuff like that, and AT&T,
my bad.
like being nice will get you a lot further than being an asshole.
Well, I've worked in fast food, kinda. I'll tell you what, and it didn't really help. I worked at Chuck E. Cheese in the kitchen, and sometimes just because you come late and get a pizza, they don't want to make a pizza at 10:30, 8, and we close at 11. They're gonna be mean to your pizza. You could be as nice as you want, and that's trash. Because they're gonna be mean.
Well,
to
what
your
time
pizza.
y'all close?
well, I don't like
11.
going.
That's
Nah,
it.
but you know what? The crazy that you say that, I don't like going to places right before they close.
Right.
Yeah, because I just feel like, nigga, I know how I am when I'm ready to get off. So I can only imagine a motherfucker fixing my food right before they get. Ooh, they gonna slam dunk that bitch in all kind of goddamn
All kind
sour
of corn
shit.
in that corner over there. They got a little.
Or you gonna get that leftover hamburger that been sitting there all day that somebody had ordered at 3 o'clock.
Here you go.
And you pull in at 10 o'clock. They
throw
gonna
this in the oven right quick. They be.
they slide that bitch right over the grill for a second. It might not,
Get
cause
some of that grease poured on that bitch.
30 minutes before closing, I'm not coming in there.
And now with your little joke, you better make grace making. That's exactly why I make grace making.
Nigga, this was way before the pandemic and everything.
That's been.
Man, Grace cannot make Popeyes.
I can
Hootie.
find
I'm
out.
sorry.
I can find out.
I'm letting you know.
I can
Save
find
your time.
No, I'd rather that.
Y'all both need to stop working.
I'd rather clean 9 Popeyes chicken than dirty Popeyes chicken.
So,
and for that, Judith and Black, you are the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Dumbass, stupid ass
It
dummy.
don't waste no more Whoppers. Whoppers are fucking amazing.
and ain't no Whoppers in jail.
I ain't had a
stupid ass.
Whopper in a minute.
Oh, it's good, but a double Whopper? Shit.
Get one on the ride, ain't it?
Shit,
double
that,
Whopper.
nah, that triple Whopper cut in half.
When
Ooh-wee.
me, Mark, and Weezer live right behind now. What?
Oh, Mark love Burger King.
Yeah, me, Mark.
That bitch a have, hey.
I don't like when they change the fries, but I deal with them.
My shit going
I
on.
don't know what you got. We got going. That nigga look real crazy on that bitch.
Looking like
But other
Anna
than that, any other news and information we forgot to add? I know y'all saw Todd disappear. My man had to go take care of something.
He went to drive by
Trump
his niece.
party.
His niece graduated
Trump
high
party.
school, so yeah.
Shouts out to the niece.
Yeah,
Shout
shouts
out.
out. Happy graduation. Welcome to life. You're gonna live life and you're gonna experience life. So experience life.
Any other news information we forgot to add? Jordan, Michael Jordan.
Donations.
Donations, gifts. He donating $1 million to not Howard Morehouse journalism program or something like that.
Good.
Something like that.
Technically, we're journalists.
Just because you
Donate
said that Dean Smith, when he died, he put in his will that every one of his players got $200 to have a meal on him. Jordan framed his check.
Oh, that's hard.
Of course, he didn't need it, but yeah, it was like 100-some players. He sent $200.
Should he have used it? Do you think?
No.
You can have a meal on his memory, but that's this from Dean
Somebody
Smith.
like Jordan, like
I know, but the dean wanted you to have a meal.
All right, well, go have a meal, and this is in honor of him. But I want to keep this. I don't want to give it to the bank.
I get that, and I agree with that. But if that's how it went, cool.
Who it don't matter, man. He did a good thing.
Have the meal, Jordan.
that nigga for the. I mean, but what time did he send the check? That matters.
11:35. Have the meal, nigga. The man wanted you to have a meal. Have a meal. Stop. If you pass away saying want me to have a meal, I'm gonna have a meal. Likewise,
Man, other than that, man, we want to make sure that we remember the people that gave the ultimate sacrifice for this country. It's Memorial Day. Howard Johnson, man, rest in peace, man. Good friend of mine, died in Iraqi freedom.
Rest in peace.
We just want to make sure that, Memorial Day, I know we cook, we drink, we do all that stuff, but we have to remember that there's people who sacrificed their life trying to defend the freedoms that we get to have today. Whatever side you fall on, and I don't care about that right now. It's just strictly about those people who gave their lives trying to defend this country where we live,
High school classmate of mine, Brad Fairclough, died in Iraq. So, in memory, so you.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
And on that, man, we'll be back next week like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
Dummy.
Hey, like, subscribe to the Content Factory, to the Dummies podcast, to all this shit, man. Be one of us. Come on over. Come be a part of this family.
It's so
And
easy.
shouts out to the bad therapist.
The Bad
Georgia
Therapist,
this week.
dope dude, podcast. Yeah.
Yep, believe that.
Come on, bring more.
Dummy.